you stop stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on a dime, break me with something slight.
Born in a compromise, raised on white lies.
They say the road to hell is paved with gold.
At 25 I feel content with caution, dodging my halo, dodging my halo, dodging my halo.
You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Uncomfortably numb. We're undone and uncomfortably numb. The seasons change, we stay the same, so we're blue in the face. I need the pain to soothe my brain. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb. We stay the same. The seasons change, we stay the same. We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
I know she said it's alright, but you can make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties, and I wouldn't wanna break them. I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this. much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy, it seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
All I know is something like a bird within her saying. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you. Snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. everything a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for coming, y'all.
Say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending and necessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You train me, try, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone. Not fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you were doing was screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Touching your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
It's time for Lincoln Potters Baseball.
You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump
Today's
it up.
broadcast is brought to you by Stones Radio Network. Now let's potter up to the booth.
Well, hello and welcome to Bean Stadium in Lincoln, California for another great evening of Lincoln Potters Baseball. I'm Mark DePanlo here with Riley the Engineer, and tonight the Potters begin a two-game series against the visiting Fresno A's. Lincoln looking to continue the record-setting season-opening stretch, which now stands at 12 wins and 1 loss after Sunday's win over the San Francisco Seals. Tonight, first-year manager Tyler Robertson sends out the right-hander Aiden Perez in search of lucky win number 13. Let's get you ready for that game with a look at the Fresno lineup that Aiden will face. Riley the Engineer, hit it. Oh, nicely done. Will Paxton's going to lead him off. Logan Kelly batting in the 3 spot. Bryce Robinette down at second base. Jacob Maynor. And then Elijah Garay will finish it off along with Hunter Logan, who is the shortstop and is not on my little thing, but is on your thing. So there you go. Hunter Logan is the shortstop. Braden Parmley is the pitcher for the Fresno A's, who come in here to face Aiden Perez, who is the right-hander. Has thrown 1 time for the Potters this year, 3 innings pitched. He struck out 5 but allowed 1 run. He walked 2 in that one. Aiden is out of Modesto, California, and California State University at Northridge. A little bit different look. We got Willie Preston to our right, of course, the great Willie Preston, the best that ever was, the best that ever will be, and Riley the Engineer to my left. To my immediate, well, we won't even go into that for right now. We'll go further to the left. We got Brian, who's from Fresno, doing the Fresno radio call. Tremendous guy, a little too nice for my taste, but a tremendous guy. And then Carson, of course, is down at the end. And next to me, doing the point streak and the scoreboard because she's been moved out of her position, is Lauren. So we are really crowded in here, ladies and gentlemen, today. And if there's any problem with any part of the broadcast, it is all about Lauren right now, okay? We'll talk to her later, and she will be able to defend herself, but we'll let the litany of grievances, as they were, build up, pile up, until we finally talk to Lauren later on in the ball game. Well, here's Will Paxton, the first hitter here against Aiden Perez. We are ready to get started. Right-handed hitter, left fielder, takes a ground ball nicely hit by the first baseman. That was Brown diving for it, but it's in the right field for a base hit. So Paxton takes advantage right away. He's out of St. Peter's University, and he just singled to start this ball game. First hit of the game, first hit for the A's, and Cade Snodgrass will be next. And Riley the Engineer, I guess we can put up the defensive alignment for the Potters since it's already been one batter. Cole Dillon in left, Cole Eaton in center, Tyler Antwine, the newcomer, in right field, Hudson Brown at first, Luke Mancy second, Hassani Johnson's back, he's at short, Jake Tandy at third, Aiden Perez on the mound, and Sean White is behind the plate. First pitch to Snodgrass is high and outside for a ball, so we are underway here with the base hit for Will Paxton. Snodgrass, the right fielder, and he is out of California State University at Pueblo, Colorado, and he takes that one in there for a strike. We said Aiden Perez just one previous outing, 3 innings pitched on the 4th of June, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 run allowed. I believe Aiden got the victory in that one. Paxton with a decent lead at first base. He's not going. The breaking ball's fouled off to our right. Good crowd out here for a Tuesday, and it's a 2 for Tuesday. That does not mean you get 2 people for every microphone. That means 2 beers for the price of 1.5, I think is the way that works. I know Riley's already knee-deep. Riley's so upset because Javi Bermira-Anchito is not here tonight. So there goes his quesadillas with the crazy sauce that he likes to put on them. 1-2 pitch by Perez is lined out to second base on a hop, short hop by the second baseman, but he's going to be able to have time to tag Paxton. Paxton couldn't take off because he didn't know if the second baseman, Mancy, was going to make the catch on the fly, but Luke came in, scooped it up, and kind of corralled it and tagged Paxton out. So it's a fielder's choice for Snodgrass. Paxton is retired. Logan Kelly will be the hitter, the center fielder. Out of also California State University, Pueblo. He's followed by Parker Cristal, or Cristal, as we say it in the club. He's going to go to first is Aiden Perez. Hudson Brown over there manning the position. Cristal, and then DeMario will follow him. Cameron, the first baseman. That's a little dribbler out towards shortstop on a hop. It's Hassani Johnson. He'll go to first base for the out, and going to second will be Snodgrass. So 2 outs here in the first inning. Runner now at second base, and then I'll bring up Parker Cristal. Parker out of Wabash Valley College. I like it, Wabash. It sounds like a country song, but it's actually a place, Wabash Valley College. Parker wearing number 99. In the uniforms, green, there's yellow, there's some white, there's horizontal. It kind of looks like a crossing guard. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. I'll have to get Lauren on that. She can run it down for us later on. Put another thing on her plate. First pitch, a breaking ball inside to Cristal, and it's a ball for 1-0. So I kind of like it, but it's just got a lot going on. Stripes around, circular, horizontal stripes, and then the green and the white, or the green and the gold. Perez at the plate, 1-0. Swung on and fouled off, and Parker down to one knee on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 teams meet again tomorrow night, another 6:35. It's a very, very hot day, but it's very pleasant, actually, for baseball out here. Good crowd. Always drawn out by the 2 for Tuesday aspect of life. I think tomorrow's Wine Wednesday. Don't quote me on that, but it's a good idea if it isn't. Line drive right field. That's going to be a base hit on a hop to Antwine. Tyler's got it. He's going to gun it in. It'll be cut off by Hudson Brown. But it's a solid single to right for Cristal. He's at first base. Over at third now is Snodgrass with 2 outs, and Cameron DeMario will be the hitter. Cameron out of Dakota State University, playing out at first base for the Athletics. Oscar Hinoyoso is the manager. Wyatt Featherston, Mike Edlund, Ethan Winter are the assistant coaches. Very thoughtfully provided on their roster. That's popped up. Called at second base by Mancy. Backs up a couple steps and gets it. So a couple of hits, but out of trouble for Aiden Perez. We go to the bottom of the first. A's nothing. Potter's coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning from McBean Stadium. A beautiful night out here for 2 for Tuesday, and the couple of hits for the A's, but they are held scoreless by Aiden Perez. And now Braden Parmley will come out to face the Potters as they're looking to go 13-1 on the season. A 12-1 would be the record now. Then that makes sense. Let's take a look, Riley, if we can, Riley the engineer, at the lineup that we'll see from the Potters. Hassani Johnson back in action. He is leading us off. Hudson Brown hitting third. Sean White moves up to the cleanup spot. Jake Tandy is on fire, batting .512 on the season. Cade Parker homered the other night, a grand slam. And Tyler Antwine making his first appearance of the season, playing in right field for the Potters. Tyler out of Fresno State University against his hometown club here, the Fresno A's. So it'll be Hassani Johnson, it'll be Cole Eaton, it'll be Hudson Brown for the Potters here in the first inning against the left-hander Braden Parmley out of Porterville College. Game tomorrow against these same Fresno A's, then a day off on Thursday. Then Berkovich Honors Baseball Club comes in for 2 Friday and Saturday. Sunday is an off day. I think it's Father's Day. I think I'll go to the movies or something. I don't know. What are you going to do, Riley? You gotta have more for me than that, Riley. I mean, come on. Your dad, Stones, what are you going to do for your dad? It's Father's Day. Come on. Think these things through, will you? And I'm going to go to the movies, though, I think. You know. Anyway, Hassani Johnson's the person. Riley, you just let me down there, buddy. I thought you'd say, well, we're going to take Dad to brunch. We're going to do this elaborate plan. No, you got no plans. No. I thought your sister would have figured something out by now. Okay. She's going to make some of her famous coffee cake. Here's Hassani leading it off against Parmley. Left-hander delivers inside for a ball. 1-0 on Hassani. Eaton and Brown to follow. In the bottom of the first, couple of hits for the A's in the top of the inning, but unable to push a runner across. Johnson takes the fastball, good-looking fastball in there for a strike. Right about 88 miles an hour from Parmley. I'm going to get some confirmation on tomorrow being Wine Wednesday, because that is pretty much topmost on everybody's list to find out about. Tuning in right now. That's outside, 2-1. Johnson saw a lot of action early in the season for the Potters at shortstop. A couple other guys came into town. Hassani taking a back seat, but he is back out there tonight. Hitting right-handed against the left-hander Parmley. That one is also inside, so it's 3-1 on Hassani. Cole Eaton and then Hudson Brown. Potters with the big win on Sunday against the Seals. That was an 8-2 win. Big grand slam home run by J.T. Walden in that one. That one's hit high up in the air to left field. Moving over is Paxton. Still moving over. He's under it now, and he'll make the catch in pretty deep left center field. So Hassani Johnson flies out. Cole Eaton will be the hitter, and we'll take a look at that defensive alignment for the A's. Paxton just made the catch in left. Kelly's in center. Snodgrass over in right. It's DeMaria, Robinette, Logan, and Maynard in the infield. Elijah Garay is behind the plate, and Ren Parmley is on the mound. So Parmley retires Johnson on a fly ball. That's in the dirt to Cole. Cole hitting at .279, 7 runs batted in on the season. He comes to us from Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Tennessee, the Volunteers. Actually, the same school that comes to us with Lauren, who's sitting right to my left right here. So he's a pretty fierce Vols fan. That one is missed on the fastball, 1-1. We had Dylan last year, who was a Vols fan. We had Jack, who was a Georgia Bulldog fan, who just came back today. He graduated from Georgia, so congratulations, Jack, and he's going to some fancy graduate program in New York. So, ooh, that's fouled off. 1-2. No, he's a great guy, and then we had a great group of interns last year, and it's shaping up to be a great group. By the way, Lauren on that group, right now number 3 on the rankings, which is no small feat. That's a tough crew. That's a tough crowd right there. 1-2 on Cole Eaton, and there is Piper the Peacock with his Secret Service person. Now, is that an intern with Piper?
Yes, Kate.
Oh, that's Kate. Okay. Kate's not in the rankings yet, but I do have a little name tag for her. That is outside for a ball, 2-2. So she's a Piper Secret Service person. That's going to put her you're in permanently number 6 if that's what you are, if that's your job. Because that's tough. I mean, you got a lot of people coming out. You got to give your life for a peacock. That's what your job is, basically. And it is not easy. 2-2 coming up. Cole check swing. It's outside. They asked the first base ump. He says, I don't care. No, he said safe. 3-2. But I would like him to say I don't care just once. 3-2 on Eaton here. Brown on deck, 3:08 for the campaign. Parmley working from the stretch exclusively here. Outside, ball 4. So good check swing on ball 3, and Cole Eaton gets an easy ball 4. He's at first base with 1 out, and Hudson Brown will be the hitter, the first baseman out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, who right now is the top hometown name this season. And we'll move on into the hometown finals against Gas City, Indiana from many years ago, the great Nolan Young. But that's unofficial. We have not made that decision yet. Hudson in 3:08 with 6 runs batted in, left-hand hitting first baseman. Good lead at first by Eaton. Here comes Parmley to the plate. It's looked pretty good, but it's called a ball, so it's 1-0. Parmley, I'm going to give him about 6'2" out there on the mound. Checks first base, comes to the plate. Brown takes a breaking ball in the dirt, so it's 2-0. So Johnson flied out to left, then the walk to Cole Eaton, and now Hudson Brown. As the stands really beginning to fill up here on a Tuesday night. As the people are in their house, they went 2 for Tuesday. I didn't know that. 2-0 pitch. That's a good-looking fastball, and it's in there for a strike. About 88 miles an hour from Parmley. We're in number 72, which is a choice, I guess. Not really a baseball number. He's going to throw over to first base, and Cole is back in. I don't know if the red shoes really work with the rest of the ensemble there. Not really topmost on the list. 2-1. Brown check swing on an inside fastball, and it fouled it off. So a break there for Parmley as he is even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sean White, the catcher, on deck. And then the red-hot Jake Tandy hitting in the number 5 spot for Tyler Robertson today. Taking his time getting the sign from Garay behind the plate. 2-2 pitch. Hit out straight to second base. Robinette has it, and he bobbles it, picks it up, and throws to first. He'll still get Hunter by a step, but he will not get the lead runner as Eaton advances on the ground out. So 2 outs now, runner in scoring position for Sean White, who is hitting .313 on the year. 1 home run. He has 4 runs batted in. He's from a runner-up for best hometown, Niceville, Florida, and Georgia Southern University. And Garay's going to go out and talk to his pitcher as Sean is ready to go here. Potters with their orange jerseys, white pants today, dark blue socks. Very together, very coordinated look, put together. That is outside to Sean White, 1-0 with Tandy to follow. 1 week away from Pacific Empire League play. Next Tuesday, it'll be the Humboldt Crabs in town for 3, 18th, 19th, and 20th. Then the Medford Rogues follow them in for 3 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's popped up right side. Snodgrass is coming in. He's going to call it, the right fielder. In shallow right field, he makes the catch. So Potters get a runner on, nothing happened. We go to the top of the second. We are 0-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the second inning, Bryce Robinette and Jacob Maynor and Elijah Garay, the first 3 hitters, 6, 7, and 8 for the Fresno A's, who got a couple of hits in the first inning, one from Paxton and one from Cristal. But Aiden Perez was able to pitch around it, and he got out of there unscathed as he comes out for his second inning of work. Second appearance of the season for the right-hander out of Cal State Northridge. And Modesto, California, 6'4" right-hander. Sean White behind the plate. Just about ready to go here in the top of the second, which means in the middle of the second, it's Potter mascot race time. So something to look forward to there. Always something to look forward to here at the Potters games. Lovely McBean Stadium. Got the tarps back up, and they are doing a fantastic job of keeping this place cooled off. And if that doesn't work, you can always take your program and fan yourself the way fans have been doing since the beginning days of baseball when I was first going to games, when you wore straw hats and ties to the game. It really happened, Riley. I'm not making that up. Fastball is on the corner from Perez. Aiden right at 88 as well. And Robinette out of Azusa Pacific hits that one down the right field line down near the VIP section, which is well stocked down there with people, And that ball is over that area. So it's 0-2 now on Bryce Robinette. Perez works from the windup. Little slider outside, 1-2 on Bryce Robinette. Perez's 1-2 is hit foul toward the dugout of the Fresno A's. Comes back out on the field, but the coach says, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. Well done, Coach. Well done indeed. Lots of Little League teams out here tonight, as is par for the course for the Potters. 1-2 pitch is popped up left side. Coming on the left fielder, that is Dillon. And going out is Johnson, and neither one of them can make the catch. And it's going to be a Sun double and maybe more for Robinette. The ball comes back in, but Dillon came out under. It looked like he had it, but at the last moment he could not find it. Hassani Johnson got all the way out from shortstop, reaches back over but can't make the play, so it's a Sun double. Third hit of the game for the A's, and they've got a runner at second, and here's Jacob Maynor. Jacob out of Coalinga College. Coming up here with a runner at second base, nobody out in the top of the second. Tough sun. We've talked about it almost every game, and just a tough sun field. And today it seems to be even worse than usual. We got people shading all over the place. I guess when it's 100 outside, you're going to get a little bit of sun. That's as close to being a meteorologist as I'm going to get. And a pretty safe bet indeed, 0-1. That one's outside. That's a nice scoop by Sean White to keep that thing from going back to the backstop. I see intern Nia down there taking photos, trying to move up the rankings. I think that's the only motivation now for the interns. It's not to do a good job. It's just I got to move up in the rankings. I mean, they do a good job. Don't get me wrong. But that's secondary now because of the importance of the rankings. That's hit down the right field line, slicing out of play. And that is onto the tarp above the VIP section down there, the kiln. So 1-2 strikes now on Jacob Maynor. Elijah Garay, the catcher, is on deck. Robinette out at second. Nobody out here. Top of the second. In the dirt again, but White blocks it. Two balls and 2 strikes on Maynor. Suddenly distracted by a couple of shaved ices out there. Like the red and the blue, kind of a combination in colors. 2-2 is hit sharply right at the third baseman, and making the play is Jake Tandy. And I was glad Jake Tandy could see that one because it's a line drive, but it's kind of a slow line drive, as it were. But Jake was standing right in the right place, and fortunately didn't lose it in the sun. 1 out, and that'll bring up Elijah Garay. Waiting to hear who Willie's going to call the dueling dogs batter today. But he hasn't made that. He's got to make that decision pretty soon since Elijah's hitting 8th. First pitch to Elijah's outside for a ball. He's out of Reedley College. Robinette still leading out at second base. Perez is going to check him. Nobody really holding him. Popped up right side. That's out of play. Every pop-up an adventure here today. At least for another couple of innings or so. We're just in the top of the second. Still time to, put down the remote and come on out if you want to, because it is 2 for Tuesday, although prices at home may be good too. Fastball, good-looking pitch from Perez in there for a strike. The only thing is we never run out of beer here. At home, you hit the 2 for 1s too hard, you're going to run out. We don't run out here. We got the Brick and Barrel backyard. We got the Can Bar. We got all kinds of stuff. Breaking ball popped up right side. Brown's going to come over in foul territory in the coach's box and make the catch. And he's going to ask the umpire, how come that coach got in my way? But I don't think the coach was doing anything. He just was trying to get it out of the way. That's just my personal opinion. And I'll stand by it. 2 outs. Hunter Logan, the shortstop, is the hitter. And I suspect he'll be the dueling dogs batter because he's the number 9 hitter and we haven't had it yet. And even Riley realizes that, hey, there's only 9 guys in the batting order. So Riley says that's him. And the dogs barking has nothing to do with that summation by Riley the engineer. Fastball in there for a strike. 2 more strikes, and it's half off Dueling Dogs. You already got half off Loomis Basin, so you're just going to have half off. You're going to have to buy 2 beers, 3 for the price of 2 or something like that. Breaking ball's hit high up in the air, left center field. Eaton calling for it. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. So a good inning, nobody gets beer, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Potters nothing, A's nothing.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep
In the middle of the mascot race here, the Rockland Pony Leaguers, and they are just dusting Piper. I wonder what Piper just looks like. At least he's playing it straight. He just is not as fast as number 5 and number 13 and number 10 and anybody else on the team. Number 9, even Jonesy, number 99, smoked him. So, I mean, Piper, again, probably, I don't know, officially has Piper won a race this year? Has he come in the top 3? Okay, so he has not maybe a top 5 finish if the other runners are extremely small. If there's 4 runners, he has come in the top 5, and that is unofficially the way we're going to call it. So I don't know if he has like an exit interview or if he has like times he has to go in and talk to his mascot boss, and they look at their thing. You come in like your average finish is 7th, dude. I mean, you got to pick that up a little bit. Your crowd work is pretty good, not bad. Your look is good. I mean, the new blue Piper suit is just tremendous, and you can tell that it's really infused Piper with the new energy. But really, you've got a big. You need to get 5th at least, and no more 7ths, no more 9ths. Those kids, it'll be okay if you beat a couple of them. These kids, we're not toughening them up, Riley. We've got to toughen them up. Piper has to beat a couple of kids every time in the race. Anyway, Jake Tandy's going to be the hitter. We will continue the discussion about Piper's role in shaping the future, but right now it's Jake Tandy who's he's doing all right. He is hitting .512. He has 3 home runs. He has driven in 23 runs for the Potters this summer. He is out of West Sacramento. He is out of UOP. And he's up here against Parmley, and he takes the ball. He's followed by Cade Parker and Luke Mancy for the Pipers here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First of 2 against the Fresno A's from down south down there in Fresno. Jake takes ball 2. Fresno got their radio guy here. I think his name's Brian. And again, he talks a lot, and that's good. But his volume is good too. His volume is very good, very modulated. I like that. 2-0. Jake takes on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mark the Phantom Low here with Riley the Engineer. Lauren the Intern, the number 3 ranked intern in the intern rankings, is to my left. Look out, that's inside. She is doing the point streak, and she has been vacated from her spot by Brian, the radio guy, which usually is not a great trade-off, but that means Lauren gets to come down here, so that's good. It works out for everybody. 3-1 now from Parmley. Jake hits it high up in the air to left field, giving chase in foul territory is Paxton, and he will watch it go into the grassy knoll, which, not surprisingly, not well populated on a day that I think first pitch was 102 or something like that. So I can see why the grassy knoll, I'll go out there later. I'll go check it out later. I'll go to the obstacle course bounce house, and maybe the most popular destination here at Potters games this year, because whoever conceived of the idea of bringing out a second bounce house, genius. I hope it was Lauren. I hope she gets credit for that idea. 3-2 now on Jake. He fouls that one off over by the on-deck hitter, Mr. Cade Parker. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lots of teams out here. Pony League, Little League, smaller than Little League, whatever that is, Mini League. 3-2 coming up again to Jake. Takes outside, ball 4. Breaking ball that just broke a little bit too late. Second walk issued by Braden Parmley, and that'll bring up Cade Parker. Cade with a big home run the other day.
Now batting for your Lincoln Partners from Georgia Southern University, Cade Parker.
4 for 7 on the season with that grand slam home run. Out of Georgia Southern. Panama City Beach, Florida, originally. Cade takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. DH in today, Mr. Parker. Luke Mancy, the second baseman, is on deck. Parmley has issued 2 walks, hasn't given up a hit yet, as we are in the bottom of the second inning. Off speed looked like it was in the same outside area of the last one, but it's called the ball, so it'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Tandy at first base. Jake with that lofty 5-12 batting average. Cade takes outside, another fastball from Parmley. 2-1. Luke Mancy to follow, then Cole Dillon and Tyler Antwine. The last 3 in the Potters order here for manager Tyler Robertson. That is outside again. Coach Mike Levanier, who we called Levine for the whole season. Then he came out and he played the last game, and it was tremendous. Sliced a base hit to right field, scored a run. He was incredible. But he's still, so now he's Levanier. Michael Levanier. Swing and a miss on Cade Parker. Defense pretty much straight away, maybe a little deeper in center field with Kelly. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got Parker on strikes. First strikeout for Braden Parmley. And Luke Mancy will be the hitter, batting at .303 out of the University of New Mexico. Left-hand hitting second baseman. Comes up here with 1 out and 1 on for the Potters in the bottom of the second inning on a lovely night out here at McBean Stadium. 2 for Tuesday, and there are patrons taking advantage as we see. It's inside for a ball. And Riley, a lot of them are not your definition of good fans because they go to the concession stands. They bring back only 1 item. For those who don't know, Riley's definition of a good fan, if you go to the concession stand, you have 2 hands, you bring back 2 items. It's basic math. I'd like to disagree with him. I can't. It's a flawless system. It's a flawless philosophy. Now, you could, as we have seen, carry 2 items in 1 hand, and that would balance it out, and he's signed off on that. So that's okay. 2-0 pitch inside, ball 3. But it's just wasteful to go down there unless you're at the game by yourself. And again, if you are, ask the person next to you if they want something, even if you don't know them. What a great way to get to know people. Hey, I'm a single. I'm going to get a beer. Do you want one? Make me look better for Riley. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. Third walk of the game for Parmley, and that will bring up Cole Dillon. Batting at .238 on the summer from Rockwall, Texas. Dillon is playing out in left field today. He's played second base, he's played third base. He is out in left field. He's got 2 runners on and just 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. See, there you go, Riley. A beer and a dog. There you go. That's easy. It's really a very simple philosophy. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Tyler Antwine, the newcomer, on deck. Getting ready for his first at bat in a Potters uniform. 0-1 pitch on the way. Dillon takes on the corner again for strike 2. The best thing you can say about that is the same place as the first one. There you go. 0-2. Elijah Garay behind the plate for the Fresno A's. Fresh off a win over Humboldt. Went up there and took one from the Crabs. Dillon takes it on the ground. Garay with a nice block. Thinking about it was Tandy, but he decides to go back to second base. And the throw back to the pitcher gets away with it. Not a lot of room to maneuver there as there are three guys coming in on it, converging on that ball. So it's 1-2 now on Cole Dillon. Potter's trying to break through here against the Fresno A's. Potter's trying to win their 13th game of the season under manager Tyler Robertson. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, 2-2. Parmley out of Porterville College has walked 3 already, got a couple of flyouts. He struck out 1. That was Cade Parker just a minute ago. Looks back at second base, ready for the 2-2. That is outside ball 3. Full count. Let's see if Tandy decides to take off here at second base. Wouldn't put it past him. He's a sneaky fellow, that Jake Tandy. He is being closely held on, though, by Logan at short and the second baseman Robinette. Here's the 3-2. He is not going. That ball is fouled out of play. Triggers a group of young people running after the foul ball. Went over behind us. So it'll be 3-2 again on Cole Dillon. First of 4 games this week. We got Tuesday and Wednesday against Fresno. Then Berkovich Honors Club comes in on Friday and Saturday. That's hit high in the air center field. Kelly has a beat on it, puts the glove up to shield the sun, now moves in, makes the catch. Tandy bluffs, but the throw comes in very swiftly to shortstop. So Dillon flies out to center for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second, and Tyler Antoine will be the hitter. The right fielder out of Fresno State University, making his first appearance out of Somis, California, S-O-M-I-S. 6'2", and he's got quite the fans out here, quite the rooting section for Tyler, who could endear himself to many Potter fans by delivering a base hit and a run here against Braden Parmley. Tyler from the right side takes outside for a ball. 1-0. Hassani Johnson, who leads things off, is on deck as the Potters try to turn the order over here in the bottom of the second inning. Bounce House Fever is in full swing right down the third base line. That's hit right back up the middle. Second baseman Robinette backhands it, picks it up, throws to first, and he gets him by a step. That's a fine play by Bryce Robinette at second base to probably save a run for the A's. So no runs, no hits, 2 left. We go to the third. Potters nothing, A's nothing. So axe throwing results, Jonesy is the winner, but I don't know who Jonesy was going up against, Riley the engineer, but he looked like he had like 2 or 3 bullseyes and the axe just fell out of there. I mean, you got to throw that axe firmly. Firm axe throwing is important, and it cost him 30-minute lesson at Rockstar Academy. Jonesy's going to go over there. He is going to shred. I'm saying on the clarinet. He's going to shred, and he's become a world-famous clarinetist because of that win he just got here. Thank you to Rockstar Academy for molding our future, the future of music. Top of the third inning, Aiden Perez back out on the hill. He'll face the top of the lineup. That's Will Paxton, Cade Snodgrass, and Logan Kelly for the Fresno A's, who got 3 hits on the first trip through the batting order. Well, Paxton had the first one of those hits. He singled to right field to start the game. He'll be up here for his second time. Out of St. Peter's University, and he takes the breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike from Aiden Perez. Perez has allowed 3 hits. Hasn't walked anybody, hasn't struck out anybody so far. That pitch is swung on and missed. A nice breaking ball there against Paxton, who's sporting number 65, which I don't know why. They've got numbers from 0 down to about 28, then they go to 30s and 40s, and then all of a sudden 65 and 72 and 99. Oh, these kids today with their big numbers. That's called strike 3. First strikeout for Perez on a fastball. 1 out, and it'll be Cade Snodgrass. Riley the engineer, when I was in Little League, however many kids on the team, that's what numbers they were. There's 12 kids, your numbers are 1 to 12. Nobody's number 99, okay? It was a different world then. We were worried about the commies. But, okay, so it's a little different than it is now. I understand that. But still, that's the way we numbered them, and that's the way it should be now. Grounder third base line by Snodgrass foul. He hit to a fielder's choice his first time. So Cade is 0 for 1 in this one. Comes to us from California State University at Pueblo, which I don't believe is the same one that Carson goes to. I'll have to ask him. I think he goes to the one. I'll have to ask him, but maybe it is Pueblo. Swing and a miss. And something fell off. Somebody's guard of somewhere fell off. Elbow guard we're going to go with for right now. 0-2 on Cade Snodgrass. Logan Kelly to follow as we are 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Perez's pitch is swung on and missed. 2 quick strikeouts here. 2 outs, and Logan Kelly, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up, will be the hitter. Logan, number 14, also from California State University at Pueblo. Hit a slow chopper out to Sonny Johnson, who shortstop ran in and got it and dished it across to first, and he takes a strike on the first pitch. 0-1. That's inside. Did it hit him or did it hit the bat? It might have hit him, I think. It did it on the hand. It made a sound, and I don't think that was the bat. And it went over the net, so he has very strong knuckles to propel that ball over the net, and he will make his way slowly down to first base, and I don't blame him. That's got to sting just a little bit. The coach is, is it okay? I don't know, Coach. So that'll bring up Parker Cristal, who had a line drive base hit to right field his first time up. Parker out of Wabash Valley College, or WVC as we call it. 1 for 1 in this game. He settles in against Perez, who had 2 quick strikeouts and then a hit batter against Logan Kelly, and hopefully, I didn't even see him flex his hand, so he should be okay over there. Cristal swings and misses, and he got plenty in that cut. Did not get cheated. No balls and 1 strike, and that's all summer ball is all about. 0-1. He lined it to right field back in the first with the runner at second, but Antoine came up throwing and held the runner at third, and the A's did not score. Check swing blocked by Sean White. Cristal held up, so it evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Same 2 teams tomorrow, 6:35, LincolnPotters.com for tickets and for information. Same is true of Berkovich Honors games coming on the weekend. I think they're both 6:35 Friday and Saturday. And while you're there, check out the PEL. That's a beautiful breaking ball in there for a strike. Check out the PEL starting up on the 18th, 1 week from today, when the Humboldt Crabs come in town for 3, and they're followed quickly by the Medford Rogues. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Cristal. Good lead at first base. There goes the runner. The pitch is swung on and missed. And good inning for Perez. 3 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had 'em by the collar, said he caught 'em.
Bottom of the third inning, Parmley back out on the hill for the Fresno A's. He'll face the top of the Potters order, Johnson, Eaton, and Brown. Potters yet to get a hit, have received 3 base on balls from Braden Parmley, but he has kept them out of the hit column and out of the scoring column as well. Asani Johnson flied to left field. He'll start us off here in the bottom of the third inning. First of 4 games this week for the Potters as they prepare for that PEL action starting next week, as we mentioned. Check out LincolnPotters.com for all your tickets and for your information. Get some tickets, get out here. Great competition, a lot of fun, especially Medford. The Potters and the Rogues have a long history between the two, and so there's going to be a lot of fun out here. So come out here. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I believe the Sunday will be an evening game as well. That is not this Sunday. That is the next Sunday. This Sunday, Father's Day, no games out here at McBean Stadium. I'm going to go to the movies. Riley has not made plans for his dad, and I have not checked with Carson to see what he's doing. So we'll figure it out. Lauren, I have not asked Lauren either. But, I mean, she's busy with keeping score and stuff, so I don't want to bother her. Sonny Johnson flied to left. Here we go, bottom of the third. Parmley on the mound. Garay behind the plate, the battery for the Fresno A's. Parmley works from the stretch, the left-hander, out of Porterville College. Asani shows bunt. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike on 1. Nice-looking pitch from Parmley. Straight away for the A's outfield-wise. Pretty much shallower in right field. That is Snodgrass. Check swing, and it's going to be called strike 2 on Asani. So he is down 0-2. Hit the ball pretty well his first time up. Flied out to Paxton in medium deep left center field. Back to lead off the bottom of the first. Cole Eaton waiting on deck. That's a fastball, just misses that outside corner. That's a close one right there, and Johnson moves on in the count by the skin of his teeth. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A couple of those ice cream sundaes in the helmets that you like so much, Riley. They're out there. You should go. Maybe you should get one tonight. 1-2 misses the outside corner with a breaking ball. Wraps around that outside corner, evens the count, 2-2. Potters 12-1 on the season. Won their last game against the Seals 8-2 on Sunday afternoon. Swung on and fouled in the catcher's glove. Strike 3. First strikeout, or second strikeout for Parmley. And that will bring up Cole Eaton. Cole walked in the first inning, hitting .279. If you checked out that game on Sunday, you saw the first edition or first episode of Stones and Toy Go to a Baseball Game with the great Stones McCoy calling the action and the equally great Chris Toy trying to record the action for posterity. Whether they did a good job, that's up in the air, but I thought it was. So here's Eaton. He takes a breaking ball and he takes a strike. 0-1. Not a lot of dogs you see out here, but there's a cute one right there being carried down. What a princess. Come on. Outside, goes all the way back to the backstop. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan Georgeson in attendance here today. The photojournalist from the Gold Country Media. I still ask him like I do every time, when are you going to write something on me? He said, well, I'm just going to find out when you're going to retire. Well, why don't you ask me? I don't want to. Okay, fair enough. Wrong on and fouled. He's just asking the people that would retire me, and I understand that. That's actually good journalism. Jordan got his start as an intern here, and he's actually learned a few things along the way. 1-2 now on Cole Eaton out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and as Lauren is to my left from the University of Tennessee. Inside for a ball, and Mike got the umpire. So Tennessee lets out school early. You're already done with school a long time ago? Okay, so they don't care. It's May shows up. Hey, get out of here. Go on. Go on back to your own cities. Get out of here. We've got football to get ready for. Well, baseball, too. Obviously, they're going to the World Series. taking on Georgeson's Florida State. High fly ball left field. Paxton giving chase, going into foul territory, but he won't get there. And we'll go back and do it 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's always a great event, the College World Series. The Softball World Series is always great, too. That was about a week ago. And now the Baseball World Series with Florida State taking on top-seeded Tennessee and number 2 seed Kentucky with the great Nolan McCarthy, Potter legend, who was amazing in the game that sent them to the World Series, had 2 RBIs and scored the winning run. That is down for a ball. From second base on a missed third strike, he came all the way around and did kind of a swan dive in the air to score the winning run. So that was awesome. It was great to see Nolan doing that. What a guy. Out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Home of the Kalamazoo Growlers. Or is it Grizzly? No, I think it's Growlers because they sent me a jersey thanks to Nolan's parents. Right side up in the air. So it's great to see a Potter in the College World Series, and Nolan has been playing great for Kentucky all season long. Out in center field. A lot of Potters made it to the regional or super regional, but I think Nolan's the only one in the final. I'll have to make Lauren check on that for me. Here's a 3-2. Line drive center field base hit, and that's the first hit for the Potters as Eaton waited for that one, and Cole spanked it out into center field. He's at first base with 1 out, and here is Hudson Brown, who grounded to second his first time up. Hit a grounder to Robinette, who was thinking of going to second for starting a double play, but he bobbled it and had to go to first and get Hudson. Hudson came in at 308, has 6 runs batted in. Don't think he's hit a home run yet, and I think he's just ready to break out and get one. It would be a good time right now. Just saying. Let's see if Cole is going at first. Not on this pitch, and this pitch is right down the middle. 0-1 on Hudson Brown. Sean White, the catcher, number 4 hitter on deck for the Potters as we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scoreless right now, but the Potters with Eaton at first base and 1 out. He goes and he's picked off the second, and they got Eaton in a rundown, chasing him back to first, and the tag will be applied by DeMaria. So you knew that Cole was going, and you knew that probably Parmley knew about it. So 1-3-6-3, and he is out. 2 outs here in the 3rd inning, and Hudson Brown now with a count of no balls and 1 strike becomes the number 1 priority. DeMaria with a very good job of gunning that ball down to second base. Once he got it, breaking ball looked good. It is not. 1-1 now. Logan ran him back to DeMaria, who made the final tag, the coup de grace, as it were. 1-1 now for Hudson Brown. Inside, just barely misses Hudson Brown. 2-1. Parmley has walked 3, has given up the hit to Eaton, but then picked him off first base, so dispatched him himself. And we are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Brown takes a fastball in there for a strike. Evens it up at 2-2 on Hudson Brown. We have to mention contractually he is from Olive Branch, Mississippi, and the University of Kentucky. Speaking of Kentucky, 2-2 Parmley from the stretch as always. Inside, just missed that corner. Just missed Hudson Brown, so it's a full count 3-2. Sean White to follow. Sean flied to right his first time up in this one. Hudson waits for the 3-2 pitch. Hit high in the air and well to center field. Going back is Kelly. Still going back, and that one is off the wall. Brown's going to come into second base and slide head first, and he is in there. And that ball was hit about as hard as any ball we've seen. We were just talking with Brian from Fresno. He was asking me about the dimensions, and I said, from what I was told, if you hit it over the batter's eye in center field, that's 440 feet. And I think Hudson probably hit it 2/3 of the way up the wall there. What a shot from Hudson Brown. Logan Kelly in center field didn't even think about going after it. He just waited, hoping it would bounce back to him, which he did. And Brown's at second base. Second hit of the inning for the Potters as that pickoff of Eaton looking pretty bad right now. Here's Sean White, who flied to right his first time. Officially, we are now recording distances on doubles, and it was 383. That's according to Carson. So, I mean, take that with a grain of salt. Line drive left field. That could get down fair and go all the way to the wall. It's an RBI double for Sean White. Picked up in left field by Paxton, and he is in at second base. And the Potters lead this one 1-0. So, 2 doubles by the Potters with 2 outs here in the inning. They have scored their first run. Third hit of the inning for the Lincoln Potters. Third hit in a row, actually, for the Potters, and brings up Jake Tandy, who is the hottest hitter in Lincoln and all of Placer County at .512. Walked his first time back in the second inning. Sean White just jumps on the first pitch, and it's a little draw down the left field line. No chance for Paxton to do anything but go to the fence and pick it off. Got it in pretty quickly, but White was in there safely. Tandy fouls that one off. 0-1. Jake with 3 home runs on the summer and 23 runs batted in. Up here for a chance for number 24. As he's seen Hudson Brown hit maybe one of the more impressive balls of the entire summer off the center field fence, and then White rip a double down the left field line. 0-1 on Jake. That's outside, gets away, and going down to third base will be Sean White. So White now at third base. That was off the tip of Gray's glove. A little tailing fastball from the left-hander Parmley. So just 90 feet away now is Sean White. Tandy, 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson started off the inning with a strikeout, then Eaton single, but he's picked off first base. Brown followed with the double, and then the same for Sean White, and that gets us to Jake Tandy with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Jake takes outside, 2-1. He's followed by Cade Parker. Cade in the DH spot for Tyler Robertson today. 2 balls, 1 strike on Tandy. That is outside again, so it's 3-1. The tailing fastball from the left-hander, tailing away from Tandy, and Jake takes it 3-1, looking obviously for something he can hit on a 3-1 pitch. He did walk his first time up back in the second inning. Potters have scored once here in the third. Tandy pops it up right side out of play. So he got something he could work on, but didn't work on it, and it is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count coming up to Jake Tandy. Fouls that one off as well, back to the screen. 3 balls and 2 strikes again. Potters 1, A's nothing, bottom of the third. Out here from McBean Stadium on a very warm Tuesday evening, but very pleasant. I think it's kind of pleasant underneath the tarp here. Reinforce the tarp, it's actually quite pleasant. Full count pitch coming up from Parmley. Fouled away by Tandy. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The great Brock Raggett's sitting right in front of us, had to move for a family, and he said it was right in my way, but you don't hear me complain about it that much. Hey, Raggett, stay out of my way. And now he's trying to get a B and get him in here. Keep him out there. Lots of things happen when you're on the job. 3-2 pitch. Tandy hits it down the right field line. Snodgrass giving chase in foul territory, and he can't get it, and that's a fair ball down the line. It's another double. Snodgrass giving chase like that ball was going to be in foul territory, and it hit behind him right in front of the 314 sign down the right field line. The Potters have had 3 doubles in a row, and they lead it now 2-0. Another RBI for Jake Tandy, his 24th, and here's Cade Parker, who struck out his first time up. So doubles by Brown, White, and Tandy, and the Potters take a nothing inning and turning it into something. Parker struck out back in the second inning. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 on Cade Parker out of Panama City Beach, Florida, and Georgia Southern University, same school as Sean White. Potters working on 3 straight doubles here. Breaking ball's lined down the left field line. Paxton moving over and makes the catch going toward the line. So good inning for the Potters. They put 3 doubles together. We go to the 4th. They lead it 2-0.
Roll on, buddy. Don't you roll so slow.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Top of the 4th inning, Potters put on the double barrage in the bottom of the 3rd. They take a 2-0 lead for Aiden Perez as he goes out to work the top of the 4th inning. He'll face Demaria, Robinette, and Maynor. The first 3 for the Fresno A's. Aiden has given up 3 hits in 3 innings. He struck out all 3 batters he faced in the 3rd, which gives him 3 strikeouts for the day. So very strong 3rd inning for the right-hander out of Cal State Northridge. So Cameron DeMario will be the first hitter. He popped out to second base his first time up, so he is 0 for 1. Out of Dakota Wesleyan University, make that Dakota State University, Cameron DeMario. First pitch is a ball from Perez. 1 ball, no strikes. Cameron at first base for the Fresno A's tonight. Takes a swing at that one. Can't get it. It's 1-1. Fouled into the catcher's glove. That one at 90 miles an hour from Aiden Perez. Swung on and missed again. Great Nolan Murphy walking around. He told us the story. They was in a golf tournament yesterday, and they had hecklers at a par 3. Just a couple of comedians are hired to be at the par 3 all day long and heckle them. High for a ball. He was telling us what they were saying about him. I'm just thinking that I probably use the same lines on every group. Because every group in a golf tournament is basically made up of the same 4 guys. So he just probably used the same one for everybody. 2-2 breaking ball, call strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Aiden Perez. With 1 out, Bryce Robinette's going to be the hitter. Bryce had a sun-aided double back in the 2nd inning and actually was stranded at second base, so he is 1 for 1. Bryce out of Azusa Pacific University, playing out at second base for Oscar Hinojosa and the Fresno A's. Jacob Maynor will be next as Perez found himself a groove here, it seems like, and that pitch is in there. Another 89 for Aiden Perez. Working his 2nd outing, and in his first one he went 3 innings, gave up 1 run, struck out 5. There's a line drive into center field. That's a base hit. Robinette is 2 for 2. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Jacob Maynor. So here's Jacob Maynor after Robinette singles to center field, as I had to deal with the Rockland Pony League. You know, they come to me because I look authoritarian, even though I have no idea what they're talking about. So Maynor, who lined out to third base his first time up, out of Coalinga College, as Robinette is now 2 for 2 in the game. Fastball swung on and missed. Up again, 90 again for Aiden Perez. Potters have some stretching going on in their bullpen, but it doesn't seem like anybody's throwing yet. We'll get Riley, the engineer, to get the Stones Radio Network's binocular, telescope, whatever we have now. That's a good lead at first base. The pitch is swung on a line foul down the right field line off a pole, which makes a nice sound, but that's about it. Great job running it down. Got to give credit to Logan Bell, who just sprinted out of there to get that ball, that stray foul ball. The veteran knows exactly what he's doing. You're from Lisbon, Ohio. You know how to run down a foul ball. Another good lead at first by Robinette. Press goes to the plate. Inside, moves him back. 1-2. I don't like that shaved ice. That's got a little orange and a little raspberry or cherry in it or something. Oh, now there's a good one right there. That guy has been getting snow cones for like a half century, I bet, because that was a beauty. Chopper down to third. That's a slow one. He's going to have to have a tough play at third. Across the diamond, got him by a step. Nice play by Jake Tandy, who took his time, knew exactly how much time he had, and he threw Maynor out at first. Moving to second is Robinette, puts him in scoring position for Elijah Garay. Elijah popped out to first base his first time up, the catcher. Garay out of Reedley College. 0 for 1 in this one. Nice play by Tandy. Didn't hurry it. He knew exactly how much time he had and made a strong throw across to Hudson Brown at first base. Press's first pitch is hit solidly. That's into left field for a base hit. Let's see if Dillon comes up throwing. No, they're going to hold the runner. Dillon comes up holding and throws into second base, as there was never a chance Robinette was going. It's a single for Garay. Second hit of the inning, fifth hit of the game for the Fresno A's, and Hunter Logan, the number 6 hitter, or excuse me, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter, will be the batter. He's also the Dueling Dogs batter, so he's got the pressure of 2 runners on, and he's the Dueling Dogs batter, so it's enough to break a lesser man. But I think Hunter will be up to the task. Out of Valley City State University. Were they just putting words together? Valley City State? What happened to Canyon? Grounded down to third. Tandy has it on a big hop. He's going to go the short way to second for the out. So a fielder's choice for Logan. Out of the inning is Perez. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potters up by 2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Bottom of the fourth inning from McBean Stadium. Potters leading this one 2-0. We got a new pitcher. Cesar Casas is going to take over, number 37 from Regis University. He will replace Braden Parmley, who went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. He walked 3, and he had 2 strikeouts. So it is Casas, and he'll come in down 2-0, and he'll face the bottom of the Potters order: Luke Mancy, Cole Dillon, and Tyler Antwine. Potters with 2 outs in the third put together 3 straight doubles from Brown, White, and Tandy and put 2 runs up on the board. Parker hit the ball very well, but lined out to Paxton in left field to end the inning. Riley, I know you're worried about my trivia team that I'm usually on Tuesdays that I have to skip to come here. There's always general information, and there's 2 rounds, and each round has a music component, and there's a theme, and tonight's theme is dance craze. So far, we've had the YMCA, Chubby Checker, the Macarena, and YMCA again, according to Zach, who's not very smart because he put that twice. So, I mean, I would not do well. This dance craze, you know. I don't know if they had enough. It's 10 songs each half, and you have to have song and artist. So there's a lot of points on the music part of this trivia questions or trivia test. And usually we do okay, but I don't know about this. Dance craze is a tough one. And the ones that he sent me are pretty easy. So do the twist and the Macarena and YMCA. I mean, come on. So Casas talking to his catcher, Elijah Garay. They are getting all their signals straight for Luke Mancy and the rest of the Lincoln Potters, who suddenly, or right now, sport a 2-0 lead. Mancy 303 on the season at the University of New Mexico. He walked back in the second inning, so Luke not an official at bat here as of yet in this one. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Casas. First pitch is on that inside corner for a strike, about 84 miles an hour from Caesar. From Regis University, which I think if you graduate, that sounds pretty pretentious. I don't know anything about it. It's probably a wonderful place. High fly ball, Mancy, short right field coming on is Snodgrass. Second baseman's going to call for it, Robinette, and he will make the catch for the first out. So went out in Cole Dillon, who flied to center his first time up. All I'm saying is Regis University. I went to Regis University. I've got a diploma. That sounds pretty cool. You know, I'm not saying it's the University of Tennessee, Lauren. Don't get all mad at me. Oh, it's not the Volunteer. I know that. I don't even know if Regis has a mascot. I'll be honest. And if they do, it'd be like the Monarchs or something. I'll have to have Chris. If I have the great Chris Toy was here, he's my mascotology guy. He would look that up for me. Regis University mascot. Chris, take care of that. Inside for a ball on Cole Dillon. Comes in at 238. The ball pretty well to center field back in the second, but Logan Kelly made the catch. 1 ball and no strikes with Antwine. Hold on, Lauren's giving me information. Swung on and missed. Okay, so they're even explaining. They explain how they chose. The athletics board, a few faculty, and the editor chose the Rangers, the Regis Rangers. They've had many different mascots. An Old West cattle herding ranger to a camel. Yes, that was for Hump Day, obviously. To their current prankster, Reggie the Ranger. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Reggie the Ranger with R-E-G-I. Isn't that precious, as they used to say. Even my aunt would say that. That is on the inside corner for a strike. So they went through all those evolutions and ended up with Reggie the Ranger. I like the Mountain Ranger the best. Regis Rangers. Okay, Reggie the Ranger is definitely the winner of today's trivia question. 2-2 pitch from Casas. Just misses that outside corner to Garay. 3-2 on Cole Dillon. Good job by Lauren, trying to get herself the position as associate head of mascotology, serving under the great Chris Toy. 3-2 pitch, and just misses the outside corner again. Garay turns around and asks the umpire where it is, so he obviously thought it was a strike because you don't do that unless you think it's in there. And here's Antwine. Tyler hit a ground ball up the middle that Robinette made a tremendous play back in the second inning to rob him of a base hit. So he is 0 for 1 so far, thanks to Robinette. And he's got quite the cheering section out here. And we welcome I call them the Antwinites. I don't know if that's going to catch on, but I really like it. Outside corner, now the umpire is hated by the Antwinites. 0-1 on Tyler. Comes to us from Fresno State University. And they have a righteous bulldog as their mascot. No messing around with Rangers. We're the Bulldogs, which is bad for Lauren because she's Tennessee and Georgia's the Bulldog, so there's a whole thing going on there. And our former intern Jack, who was a Bulldog, was here today. There's a lot going on up in the booth. 1-1 on Tyler. Top of the order, Hassani Johnson will follow. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning, and what has become a pleasant evening as the shadows creep in. Throw to first base is not in time. My new rule, Riley, is if you throw to first base when there's no chance the guy's even moving, there's got to be some sort of penalty. So I don't like it. I mean, if you want to try to keep the guy close, okay, but there he goes. There he goes, and he throws it to the plate anyway, and I don't think they're going to get him. So he throws over there when the guy wasn't even on, but then taking off was Cole Dillon, and he steals second base. We've got Garay's going to go out and talk to Casas. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cole Dillon had to be kind of like wondering when he got about 3 steps into that, he had to be going, I might have made a mistake here. This might not be a good idea. I sure hope he throws it to home plate. And fortunately for Mr. Dillon, he did. 1-1 on Cassis in his first inning of work. Braden Parmley went the first 3 innings for the A's. That is outside. It makes it 3 balls and 1 strike on Antwine with his second official at bat. Should have had a hit on his first one, but good play by Robinette at second base. Robinette kind of shading back to second, trying to keep Cole Dillon close. 3-1 coming up. Dillon dances off. Here's Cassis' pitch. It's outside. Couple of walks here in the 4th inning. 2 on and 1 out. And Hassani Johnson, who's flied to left and struck out, will be the next hitter. Of course, that was against Parmley. And now Hassani's going to turn around to the other side and bat left-handed against the right-hander Cassis. And yes, that is legal. You can do that. If you're new to the game, you can do that. Potters with some activity. I don't know if it's activity. They do a lot of milling around to the Potters. They make it really hard for you to tell if somebody's warming up because they like standing around. Hassani takes one inside and low for a ball. 1-0 on Hassani Johnson out at shortstop for the Potters after being absent for a couple of games. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander. The switch hitter, 1 ball, no strikes. Hits that one foul down the third baseline. And that will even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cole Eaton, the center fielder, number 2 hitter in the Potters lineup on deck. Riley, there's your fan of the day right there. 2 hands, 3 beers. Yep, that is major. I would buy that. He takes advantage of 2 for Tuesday like few others do. Little number, and that's in the left field. That'll be a base hit. Here comes the run around third, and they're going to hold him there. The throw comes in from left field from Paxton. And it looked like Cole Dillon wanted to go. He was held up on Johnson's single. And with the bases loaded and 1 out, here is Cole Eaton. Now you got to wonder if you're like, you're with the guy who brings 3 beers back and there's 2 of you waiting for him. Is that like kind of like, go get beers for all of us? That's kind of a hard call right there. I mean, you got to go with him, don't you? I guess if you can handle him, it doesn't really matter. Meeting at the mound, and of course the manager's walking very, very slowly, so we'll take a short break here. Potters with the bases loaded. They lead it by 2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Meeting at the mound is over, and the walk is, now it's completed. He just got back to the dugout. Eaton has walked and singled, so Cole is 1 for 1. Cassis' first pitch off speed inside. So we got Mancy on a pop-up to second, then a walk to Dillon, a walk to Antwine, and a single by Hassani Johnson has loaded the bases here. 5 hits for the Potters in this one. And Eaton up here with 7 runs batted in on the season. Takes the fastball, and it misses outside. 2-0 Hudson Brown to follow. Potters with the hit here can give themselves a little bit of breathing room. Aiden Perez has gone 4 innings, so we'll see if he comes back out for the 5th. He went 3 in his last outing a week ago. 2-0 coming up to Cole, and he takes ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. We tied Ryan Stevens up here a couple games ago, and he talks about 3-0 counts mean nothing. In summary, you go after it. Let's see if that's the way the Potters play it right here. That is strike 1. 3-1. Cassis at about 85 miles an hour with the fastball. Infield into the corners and double play depth in the middle. That's a chopper. That's going to be back to the pitcher. No, there's nobody there to get it, and it's going to be an infield single, and the Potters score a run. Eaton gets an infield single. Not the prettiest thing, but he'll take it. Antwine moves to third. The Potters with their 6th hit, their 3rd run. Johnson now at second base. And Eaton takes the ball at first. And here's Hudson Brown, who hit one of the more impressive balls we've seen this season. Hit the batter's eye 383 feet away in center field. And he will be up here. He also grounded to second, so he is 1 for 2 with a double. Has scored a run. It's a line drive in the center. That's going to carry, I think, to Kelly. It does. Tagging at third, and he will score easily, is Tyler Antwine, and the Potters come up with 2 here in the 4th. Brown really spanked that one into center field. He's seeing the ball very well. Picks up his 7th run batted in. The Potters with 2 runs in the inning lead it 4-0. And here's Sean White, who was fly to right and double to left. He had an RBI back in the 3rd inning. That's his 5th of the season. 3:53 for Sean up to the minute here out of Niceville, Florida. That one is high. 1-0 to Sean. Potters held scoreless the first 2 innings, but they came up with 2 in the 3rd and now 2 in the 4th. 1-0 pitch is outside, flagged down by Garay behind the plate, so it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Sean White. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in on the summer for Sean. Takes a fastball on the corner for a strike, 2-1. Sean looks back at the umpire. Might have exchanged a pleasantry or two with him. 2-1. Check swing. He don't think he went. Let's see if they ask. And there's no asking going to be done. 3 balls and 1 strike on Sean White with Jake Tandy to follow. Jake has walked and doubled in this one. 3-1. Swung on and fouled. That might have got Garay behind the plate. We'll see, because the umpire will walk a new ball out to the pitcher. And Elijah will collect himself behind the plate, and he looks to be none the worse for wear. But the umpire does, stop to clean off home plate and give him another couple seconds. A sporting gesture to be sure. Three balls, 2 strikes. Two on, here's the pitch. Ball 4. Not a tough take for Sean White right there. Johnson now finds himself at third, Eaton at second, and Jake Tandy, who just like we said, is hitting .512 coming into the game, and he's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Picked up his 24th run batted in, and he's up here with the bases loaded. And it is very much a Jake Tandy moment here. 8th batter of the inning for the Potters. Jake from UOP waits for the pitch from Cassis. Breaking balls popped up and fouled out of play. Kind of didn't wait for that one quite the right amount, so Jake will be 0-1. Johnson down at third talking to Michael Levanier, the third base coach. That's in the dirt, gets away. Here comes Johnson. He will score. It's going to be a pass ball, and the Potters put up their 3rd run of the inning. They now lead at 5-0. Tandy's in there going, I'm glad we scored a run, but I was going to drive that one in myself. There's 2 more out there, Jake. Take care of those 2, and we'll call it even. Lines it down the right field line, out of play over by the VIP area. So it's quickly 1-2 on Jake Tandy. Cassis, the second pitcher for the Fresno Athletics, in the first of 2 games between these 2 teams. Tomorrow night, 6:35. Come on out for Wine Wednesday, which I really hope it is. I hope I just didn't make that up. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Cade Parker would be in the 9th hitter. He is on deck if he can reach the plate in this inning. Eaton is at third now, and Sean White is out at second base on the pass ball. 2-2's hit up in the air right field, giving chase as Snodgrass. He's got it room and makes the catch. So 3 runs for the Potters. They leave 2. We go to the top of the 5th. They are on top 5-0.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Aiden Perez out for inning number 5. His Potters have spotted him to a 5-0 lead. Aiden's given up 5 hits over the first 4 innings. He's also struck out 5. Make that struck out 4 over the first 4 innings and given up 5 hits but no runs. He will face the top of the order. That's Will Paxton, Cade Snodgrass, and Logan Kelly. For the Fresno A's, as Sean White gets his equipment on. He was on the bases when the inning ended. He'll come out and take the last warm-up toss from Aiden Perez. And we'll be ready to go here in the top of the 5th. It's the Farmers' 5th inning, which means if the first batter is retired by any means necessary, legal of course, then it will be half off of Farmers Brewing Company. So we have Loomis Basin, we have Farmers. Now the dueling dog batter is not up in this inning probably, or we would be able to get the 3-way like we did a couple of games ago when we had 3 different half-off beer specials going. So technically, if you ordered all 3, they'd owe you money. I think that's the way math works, but I'm not sure. Paxton has struck out and singled. He is 1 for 2. He'll lead us off here out in left field for the A's in that leadoff spot. It's a chopper out toward shortstop. Johnson comes in to get the big hop, throws on the run, and gets him embarrassed by a couple of steps. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Aiden Perez, which is nice when you're throwing your 5th inning to get 1 pitch, 1 out. And here's Cade Snodgrass, and that means that since Paxton has been retired, it's half off of Farmers Brewing Company. So the Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden is going to be doing a lot of work down there because there's so many beer specials going on. They're holding up a sign. I don't think it says sold out. Oh, no, that's the ticket. That's the guy selling ticket 50-50. Okay. Very good. First pitch is in there for a strike to Snodgrass. Comes to us from California State University Pueblo, which we learned from our intern Carson, number 1 in the intern rankings, who goes to California State University at Fort Collins. That's the good California State. Pueblo is the bad California State, or Colorado State. That's what I heard. Swing and a miss. Snodgrass out on strike, so 2 quick outs for Perez here in the 5th inning. And that will bring up Logan Kelly, who grounded to short his first time, was hit by a pitch second, and that does not look like Logan Kelly at the plate. We need to get him. It's number 5, I think is what he's saying. That's Jacob. No, that's Jacob Maynor, so it can't be number 5. That's number 2. That's Satara Ishida. So Satara Ishida is going to bat for Kelly. I hope Kelly is all right. I think that might mean that hand a little bit worse than we thought. Ishida takes a strike for 0-2. So Kelly 0 for 1 while he was in there, was hit by the pitch. And as we say, hopefully he is okay. Ishida with the pinch hitting appearance. And he is down on strikes quickly. Another good inning by Perez, 2 more strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Potters 5, A's nothing.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Potters with a nice 5-0 lead. Cesar Casas out for his second inning of work. He'll face Cade Parker, Luke Mancy, and Cole Dillon, 6, 7, and 8 for the Potters. Satara Ishida, who batted for Logan Kelly, goes out to take center field. Satara is from Herkimer Community College. And again, we hope that Kelly is okay. He got hit by a pitch, assuming it was on the fingers or the hand. That was back in the third inning. He went ahead and ran, but then did not make the plate appearance there. So here's Parker. That is down low for a ball. Cade is struck out and lined to left, so he is 0 for 2. Casas' next pitch is in there for a strike. He's been right around 85, 84, 83 that time. Mid-80s for Cesar Casas. Comes to us from Regis University, the Regis Rangers, with the famous Reggie the Ranger. We should invite Reggie the Ranger out for Piper's birthday party. Lauren agrees right away, which means that's a great idea, because she does not agree to much. And she agreed. Well, send off the email. Lauren. That's hit high up in the air to right field, giving ground is Snodgrass, and he right in front of the fence, maybe about 5 feet in front of the fence. He makes the catch. So Parker hits the ball well again, second time in a row, but he is retired on a fly. And here's Luke Mancy, who has walked and popped to second base. Out of the University of New Mexico, Mancy steps in. 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Cole Dillon to follow here in the fifth inning for the Potters. Mancy takes down low for a ball, 1-0. Maynard at third, Logan's at short, Robinette's at second, Jamari at first, Snodgrass, Ishida, and Paxton in the outfield, and Garay behind the plate, 4. There's a grounder to shortstop, picked up by Logan across the diamond, and they get him by a step at first base. 2 outs quickly for Cesar Casas here in the bottom of the fifth, and Cole Dillon will be the hitter. Cole flied to center in the second, then he walked in the fourth, later scored on an infield single by Cole Eaton. Cole Dillon is out of Rockwall, Texas. Came in with an average of .238 for the summer. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander Casas. As some preliminary tossing begins to take place in the A's dugout. Potters do have some activity down in their bullpen as well. I should have said bullpen, not dugout. Although there might be some activity in their dugout as well. 1-0 coming up. Nice off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Evens it up at 1-1. Tyler Antwine, the number 9 hitter on deck, making his debut as a Potter in this one. His Potters are up 5-0. That one misses. 2-1. Cass is working out of the stretch, the 2-1 on the way. High up in the air and deep to left field. Forget it, the bat has been flipped. The ball is over the fence. It's a home run for Cole Dillon. Sometimes you look to the outfielder, sometimes you look to the umpire. That time you look to Cole Dillon, who'd had the bat flipped up in the air already, and he was right. It's a solo home run for Dillon. It's a 6-0 lead for the Potters. That is Cole's first home run, 354 feet. And he points to the fans. I think he was pointing at you, Lauren. That's what I think he was doing. But probably the he got up, going up to jump over there. Did you get that on video there, Riley? I think we need to put a little, like 34 inches or 38. I mean, that guy got up. First he hit the ball 354, then he went up about 38 inches to high-five the teammates, and the Potters lead at 6-0. And here's Tyler Antwine. That's what they call in the business a no-doubter, but I don't know what business, but that's what they call it. Into the trees in left field. One had to feel good for Cole Dillon. He is now 1 for 2, scored 2 runs today. Antwine takes outside and low, bounces up against the screen, and Logan Bell again speeds out here to get it. I don't know, Logan's kind of an elderly gentleman. He's moving pretty fast. Asani Johnson on deck, The 2-out home run from Cole Dillon. Antwine fouls that one off. And almost got the catcher. It came off the backstop. Almost got a Sonny Johnson. Rolled down the first base line. 2-1 now. That one is ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 on Tyler Antwine. He has walked and grounded to second base. Pops that one up, right side. DeMaria is going to call for it, and he makes the catch. It staggered a little bit, but made the catch. So a big run for the Potters in the 5th on the Cole Dillon home run. We go to the 6th. Lincoln on top 6-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double.
Top of the 6th inning here from McBean Stadium. Piper the Peacock conducting the dance contest. But I'll tell you, the Gator Chomp is not a dance move. At least the guy doing the sprinkler thing, okay, I'll give him credit for trying. But if you're just going to do the Gator Chomp, I would say you're not going to come in top 3. What do you got, Piper? You got to pick a winner. And Piper's just worried about this one. Don't ask. Oh, John's not going to be able to help you. Uh-oh, he's got a winner. That's a good one. That was a good one. Well played. Even Willie Preston, the great Willie Preston, even agrees with that one. So Ben is the winner. Congratulations to Ben. Give John a high five and takes out the champion. I think maybe it's a hat or something. I don't know what it is. It's not 30 minutes at the Rockstar because that's for the axe throwing. Parker Cristal is going to be the first hitter. He singled in the first, struck out in the third, so he is 1 for 2, and there's a breaking ball inside. Perez still out on the mound for the Potters. His 5th inning was very quick. He got a ground out and then 2 strikeouts. So he's back out there against Cristal, and then DeMaria and Robinette. Fastball did not catch the outside corner, so it's 2-0 on Parker Cristal. Parker out of Wabash Valley College. Right-handed hitter against the right-hander Perez. That one's fouled off down the right field line. Giving chase is Antwine, but he's not going to get there. So 2-1 on Cristal. Leading off here in the top of the 6th inning against Aiden Perez. That's fouled back to the screen. He's given up 5 hits through the first 5 innings. He has 6 strikeouts. All those in the last 3 innings. And he is 2-2 on Parker Cristal, who spanked a single to right field his first time up back in the 1st inning, then struck out in the 3rd. Almost went after that breaking ball, but it misses the outside corner. That's a good take. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to lead off the top of the 6th. Potters on top 6-0. 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th on the Cole Dillon home run. That's chopped foul back to the screen. We're still waiting for that fastball on that one. Logan Bell, that's so fast. DeMaria just said, hey, he just went a couple of feet, and then all of a sudden Logan Bell comes steaming after him to get that foul ball. We'll do it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Misses outside. Good take by Cristal, and he gets the base on balls. The second free pass from Perez, the first one hit batter back in the 3rd, Logan Kelly. Here's Cameron DeMaria. Cameron has struck out and popped a second, so the big first baseman is 0 for 2. He is out of Dakota State University. Cristal with a very short lead at first base. Pitch is fouled out of play. 0-1. Robinette to follow here in the 6th inning for the A's. Said they just came down from Humboldt where they took 1 out of 3 from the Crabs. Cristal again a short lead. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball misses the inside corner by millimeters. Scientifically, I measured it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hudson Brown holding the runner on at first base. The 1-1 pitch on the way from Perez. No, he's going to go over to first and keep Cristal back. That's not exactly my new rule, Riley, as Parker was a little bit further off the base than I was able to penalize. Just, yeah, he's got a foot up on the turf now, so, yeah. Press to the plate, slide out to right field out of play. So 1-2. On Cameron DeMaria. Top of the 6th inning here from McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Especially lovely now because it's not hot anymore. Here's the 1-2. Lifted high right side, but Hudson Brown gives it a look and says, I don't think I'm going to make it. So we'll do it again. Mario looks down at his third base coach who says, it's 1-2, dude. Trying to get a hit. Piper looks like he might go into the obstacle course bounce house, and that would not be a good idea. Lauren, send word down to a Secret Service agent not to let him do that. That would not be a good idea. 1-2 pitch on the corner, call strike 3. Second straight call, third strike for DeMaria. He is out number 1 here in the 6th. That is strikeout number 7 for Aiden Perez, and he will now face Bryce Robinette, who has a Sun-aided double back in the 2nd inning, but a solid single in the 4th, so he is 2 for 2 against Perez. He goes with the breaking ball, and it's down low for a ball, 1-0. Robinette out of Azusa Pacific University, APU we call it in the business. Cristal, close lead. Here's that line drive right field. Giving chase is Antoine going up against the fence, and he's got it right in front of the fence out there. Nicely hit. Robinette has hit the ball well his last couple of times, but he's retired as Antoine ranges far to his right and makes the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 outs, and that will bring up Jacob Maynor. Line to third, grounded to third for Jacob, so he is 0 for 2, both courtesy of Mr. Jake Tandy down at third base. Robinette with solid contact on that one. Hit it out to right center and tracked down by Antoine. Fastball outside. 1-0. Cristal still at first base, still keeping it close, down by 6. One and 0 to Jacob Maynor. Lines that one down to first and snagged out of the air by Hudson Brown. Steps on the base for a double play. That's a run for next inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters on top 6-0.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place.
It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Middle of the 6th inning, Potters lead this one 6-0. We have a spinning bat race underway that could be epic. Lauren and I have money on it. We're going with number 24. We'll end up on. He's doing it like 40 times around. There goes Tony. Tony's going to his right. He lurches right. You got to come back left, Tony. Come back left, Tony. Tony comes back left. What a job by Tony. Lauren lost a lot of money. She said he would never make it. And, well, I'll tell you, it looked good for you for a second there, Lauren. But Tony righted the ship a little bit somehow. And Tony makes it, although he did come in second. The other guy, whatever his name was, no one paid attention to that. He was the winner. Tony looked like the kind of guy who would end up on the infield at the end of the contest, but he surprised us by going the other way. So, I mean, what's that guy on? I mean, come on, how do you go the other way after? Of course, he did spin like 27 times. I applaud him. I thought that was a tremendous effort by Tony and by the winner, whoever that was. Bottom of the sixth, Asani Johnson, the top of the order, followed by Cole Eaton and Hudson Brown here against Cesar Casas, who's pitching in his third inning. He relieved Braden Parmley, who started and went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. Casas came on in the fourth. Johnson takes a fastball, and he takes a strike on 1. Asani is applied to left. He is struck out, and he is singled. So 1 for 3 on the day from the switch hitting shortstop. As we are in the bottom of the 6th inning from McBean Stadium. Same 2 teams tomorrow night, 6:35. Outside for a ball. Potters are off on Thursday. Games on Friday and Saturday against Berkovich. And then off on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, it's the Humboldt Crabs, and we got Pacific Empire League first season starting. Here's the 1-1 to Johnson. Swing and a miss off speed pitch. 1-2. Cesar Casas, we like to say this as much as we can. At Regis University, our new favorite college. The Regis Rangers with mascot Reggie, R-E-G-I. That's a choice. That's grounded out towards second base. Robinette's waiting for it, and it's off, bounces off him. And there goes Johnson. He's going to take on and go for second. Robinette picks it up and throws. It's not in time. Asani says, I'm going to third. Paxton's going to run it down in foul territory there in the bullpen. So Johnson hits a ground ball to second, ends up on third. And, yes, that is an error on the A's. So Eaton comes up with a chance to pick up an RBI. Again, he picked up one last time with an RBI single. He now has 8 of them over the summer. Cole has walked and singled twice, so having a good day at the plate. Out of University of Tennessee in Elkhorn, Nebraska. University of Tennessee is not in Elkhorn, Nebraska. You understand. That is a high fastball. 86 from Casas. 1-0 on Cole Eaton with Hudson Brown to follow. So ground ball to Robinette turns into a triple, so to speak, for Asani Johnson, who just never stopped running after he saw the ball bounce off Robinette. Line drive left field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and that's going to be more than a base hit. Johnson will score easily. Eaton, who's having a great day, is at second. He says, I might be going to third. The throw's going to hit the cutoff man. The throw to third is off line. It's a triple for Cole Eaton, and the Potters lead at 7-0. That is a guy who was seeing the ball well, 3 for 3 with 2 runs batted in, and he got between first and second. There was no way he wasn't going for 3, and he got in there easily. That makes 8 hits for the Potters. An unearned run to be sure, but Johnson scores nonetheless. And here's Hudson Brown, who has hit the ball about as well. Here comes the slow walk to the mound. We might get ourselves a pitching change here for the A's, so we'll step away for just a second. Bottom of the 6th inning, Potters on top 7-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Jared Robles, the new pitcher out of Cal State LA. He will face Hudson Brown, who's grounded to second and doubled off the batter's eye in center field, and then hit a sacrifice fly to center field that was almost as far, but was hit twice as hard. So 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored for Hudson. He's got Eaton at third, and that's a fastball, and it's high for a ball. 89 from Robles. Inning started with Hassani Johnson ending a ground ball to second. It was misplayed, rolled out into short right field. Johnson kept going, ended up eventually after another overthrow at third base. And then Eaton delivers the triple to the left center field gap. Picks up his second RBI of the night, his 9th of the summer. And the Potters lead at 7-0. 2-0 on Hudson Brown. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. 2-1 on Hudson out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, and the University of Kentucky, where he was just a freshman the last calendar school year. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hudson Brown. 2-2. He's followed by Sean White in the order for Tyler Robertson. Potters scoreless the first 2 innings, but they put 2 on the board in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 1 here in the 6th to lead at 7-0. Hudson takes a fastball inside, 3-2. Eaton down at third base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Fans have been buoyed by many, many drink specials throughout the evening. 2 for Tuesday, of course. Farmers 5th inning. Dueling Dogs, we had it half off. Inside, ball 4. So Brown is on. First and third. Still nobody out here in the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Sean White, who was flied to right, doubled, and walked. Sean out of Niceville, Florida, and Georgia Southern University. Picked up RBI number 5 back in the 3rd with an RBI double. The Potters put 3 straight doubles up on the board after 2 were out. Brown, White, and Jake Tandy. Tandy will follow Sean. Nobody out here in the 6th. Robles, the 3rd pitcher for the Fresno A's. That's chopped down the third baseline. That's a foul ball. Maynard gloves it over there. But it was clearly foul, so it's 0-1. On Sean. Outfield deep and straight away for the catcher. Check swing. Did he go? I guess not. Ball 1. Elijah Gray kind of thought he went. Nobody out here in the 6th. Potters backing up the excellent pitching of Aiden Perez, who's gone all 6 innings for Lincoln. Breaking ball's hit sharply at shortstop. That might be 2 to second for 1. Robinette to first. They're going to get the double play. The run will score. No run batted in for Sean White. Eaton scores. He hit that one too hard for his own good to Sean White. That was almost, you could not make the double play. Logan to Robinette over to DeMaria. So 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Potters, and that'll bring up Jake Tandy. Jake with a walk, a double, and a flyout. Picked up his RBI number 24 of the summer back in the 2nd inning. Breaking ball's chopped foul down the third base line. Maynard gives that a chase, but it gets passed about into the bullpen area. Jake out of West Sacramento, California, University of the Pacific down in Stockton down there. We'll call that the 209. Breaking ball's hit sharply to left, a third into left field for a base hit. A dive by Maynard, not in time. Tandy has his second hit of the day. He keeps the average way up there, came in at .512 and is 2 for 3 today. That's Potter hit number 9 and brings up Cade Parker, who struck out his first time, then hit a deep fly to left in the third and a deep fly to right in the fifth, but is 0 for 3. 4 for 10 on the season up to date for Cade Parker, including a home run. Tandy leads at first. Grounder sharply hit to second. Robinette has it, and he'll throw out to first for the out. So Potter scored twice in the sixth. We go to the seventh. They are on top, 8-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of the seventh inning from McBean Stadium. Potters with the lead 8-0. Tyler Moore from American River College will come on in relief of Aiden Perez. Aiden went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits. He walked 1, he hit 1. He struck out 7, so his line for the winter or the summer so far, 9 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts and 1 run allowed. So tremendous work by Aiden Perez out of Cal State Northridge. He will take a break, and Tyler Moore will come on and take his place. He will face Elijah Garay, then Hunter Logan and Will Paxson, 8-9-1 for the A's, who bunched 2 hits in the first and the fourth, but haven't been able to push a runner across against Aiden Perez. And now here's Tyler Moore. Swing and miss at a high fastball by Garay. 0-1. Elijah has popped out to first and singled, so he is 1 for 2 in this one. Single back in the fourth inning. 0-1 pitch is down low for a ball, 1-1. John White behind the plate. Jake Tandy's at third. Sonny Johnson at short. Luke Mancy at second. Hudson Brown at first. Dylan Eaton and Antwine in the outfield for the Lincoln Potters. Moore drops in a knife off-speed pitch for a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Potters have scored their 8 runs between the third and the sixth inning, and they lead it 8-0. 1-2 for Tyler. Chopped down the third base line. I think that's a fair ball. He called it foul, but a throw to first base, that looked like a fair ball from here. Called foul by the home plate umpire, who has a kind of a better angle than we do. And it was a nice play at third by Tandy, who might have had a chance to get Garay at first base had it been fair, but I don't know. I think Elijah might have beat that one out. Close call down the third base line, but Garay's going to have to come back and do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Make that 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hand hitting catcher out of Reedley College against Tyler Moore from American River College. He fouled it off on a fastball that went in on his hands at 88 from Tyler Moore. Do it again, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Garay. Hunter Logan, the number 9 hitter, will follow, and since it's the 7th inning, there still is a chance for dueling dogs, half off the remainder of the inning. For any fans who are interested in that, and I believe a few of them probably are. Breaking ball misses inside. Good take from Garay. 2-2 on Elijah. Logan has disappointed Potter fans with fly out in the 2nd and a fielder's choice in the 4th, so no strikeouts yet. That's outside and low from Tyler Moore, 3-2. Looks like Logan Bell got replaced by Nolan Thebe, coming out picking up the foul balls and balls that got away. So maybe Logan's getting ready to come in, or maybe he just took a break. 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. So Moore had him 1-2, lost him. And Hunter Logan will be the hitter. Hunter, as we said, fly to center in the 2nd, fielder's choice in the 4th. Valley City State University infielder playing shortstop today. I got to check on that call. That might be somebody having fun, just putting different names. They don't have Village in there. They don't have Township, but they have most of other places. Canyon would be another good one. Check swing. It's in there for a strike. 0-1. So 1/3 of the way, and Hunter turns around to the umpire for some clarification and then nods his head. I don't know if it's agreement, but an understanding. Swing and a miss at that fastball. That one at 89 from Tyler Moore. So he's ahead of, Logan is ahead of Garay. Let's see if he can put this one away as we are in the top of the 7th inning. Right down the middle, call strike 3. And that means half off, dueling dogs for the remainder of the inning. And that's just, these fans needed one more beer special, I think, to get them to the home stretch. Now they already have the 2 for Tuesday from Loomis Basin Brewery. Now they've got dueling dogs as well. Here's Will Paxton, the leadoff hitter, the left fielder. He's singled, he struck out, he's grounded to shortstop. So Will is 1 for 3. Singled to open the game back, well, in the first inning, obviously. Takes the fastball, takes the strike, 0-1. Garay very close to the bag over at first base. Doesn't look like he's going to go anywhere, so Tyler just kind of checking him with a glance and ready to go. 0-1 to Paxton. In the dirt, nice scoop by Sean White. Makes it 1-1 on number 65, Paxton. I think those colors, as the night gets darker, those colors are beginning to have an effect on me on the A's uniforms with the white stripes going around and everything. Hit sharply out to second. That could be 2. Over to short for 1. Johnson to first. That's a 4-6-3 double play, and Tyler Moore's out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Potter fans stretch with an 8-run lead.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Potter fans having a nice stretch here with dueling dogs half off with Obviously, Loomis Basin Brewery, 2 for Tuesday's half off, so everybody making one last frenzied rush, including Willie Preston, who got himself some blackberry cider or something. I don't know. He really seems to be enjoying it and is talking about it incessantly. Robles will come back and take over on the mound for his second inning of work. He relieved Cassis back in the 6th inning. He'll face Luke Mancy, Cole Dillon, and Tyler Antwine. So the bottom third of the order for the Potters against the right-hander from Cal State LA. Jared Robles, and the throw goes down to second base, courtesy of Elijah Garay. And we are ready to go here in the 7th with Luke Mancy, who's walked, grounded to short, and popped to second. So Luke is 0 for 2 today out of University of New Mexico. All the top interns really bringing it today. John is ranked second, and he's handling the events on the field. Lauren at number 3, and she's killing it here in the booth. And doing her point streak and stuff from an unfamiliar location because the broadcast professional from Fresno took her spot. So she has moved over between Raleigh and I and kept Raleigh and I from going at each other all night, by the way. Swung on and missed by Mancy. So thank you for that mediation, Lauren. So she'll easily maintain her ranking. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, and that's going to hit him. So down to first goes Luke Mancy to open up the bottom of the 7th. And here's Cole Dillon, who flied to center, walked, and then, hit a home run to left field. So Cole is 1 for 2 today. He's scored twice. And he'll come up here with Mancy at first base. Going to have a pinch runner over there. I think that's 13, maybe. Number 17, Micah Marquez. So Marquez is going to run. Thank you, Riley. Marquez will run for Mancy. So he takes over on the base pass with nobody out here in the 7th, and Dillon steps up to the plate. Micah Marquez out of St. Helena. That's popped up. Short center field. Right fielder coming in, still coming in. Nice stretch, and he couldn't make the play. Picked up by the center fielder, though, and he holds on to it, so everybody is safe. So Snodgrass came in on it, didn't make the play. He was backed up by Ishida, and the throw I thought was going to go to second base for the easy force, but it did not. Everybody is safe, and I'll have to wait for Lauren to give me a scoring decision on that one because I just don't know. It's kind of a fielder's choice. If the fielder didn't make a choice, he didn't throw it. So here's Will Lindbergh going to bat for Tyler Antwine. So Lindbergh comes in for Antwine. Will out of Gold River, California, Cal State Northridge. He's got 2 on and nobody out here. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 on Will. Top of the order, Hassani Johnson on deck. Inside again. 1-1. Inside corner the first time, inside that time, so it's 1-1. Johnson waits for Robles' 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. And Garay took that one as well. Elijah's been having a tough time back there. And the umpire's going to have to make the walk out to the pitcher and kill a little time again. As Elijah's going to walk down the third base line and then walk back. And I'm not saying he's okay, but he's moving his way back in against Lindbergh. So 1-2 on Will. Takes inside, the ball goes all the way back to the backstop. It bounces immediately back, and Marquez at second base read it perfectly. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Will Lindbergh, as we said, out of Cal State Northridge. Made a couple of appearances so far for the Potters in the summer. Takes that one in the dirt and not his ball 4. So that'll load the bases with nobody out. Potters got hit by pitch, a misplayed pop-up, and a walk, and here's Hassani Johnson. He is fly to left, struck out, singled, and reached on an error and scored a couple runs. The shortstop up here with the bases loaded. From Louisiana Monroe, Willie just informs me, so that's what we're going with for Hassani Johnson. Might be out of Franklin High School now that I remember it. Swings and misses with that fastball. 0-1. Marquez at third, Dillon at second, Lindbergh over at first. A pinch runner and a pinch hitter, and then Dillon at second base. 0-1 on Johnson. Hit down the third baseline, foul. Just misses Micah Marquez. And Hassani down in the count 0-2 here. It's a reassuring thing to know in these times that the bounce house will always be rocking, no matter what time, no matter what inning, no matter what score. Kind of makes you feel good. Cole Eaton, who has 3 hits on the night, is on deck. 0-2 pitch. That ball's going to get away, and the Potters aren't going to advance. Staying in at third is Micah Marquez. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Hassani. Here's a 1-2. Check swing, and 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robles came in with the high fastball at about 86, and Johnson started but then thought better of it. Stays alive with a 2-ball, 2-strike count here in the 7th. Line drive center field coming on. It's going to drop in front of center fielder for a base hit. Potters go station to station. Johnson has his 2nd hit of the day, his first run batted in, and that makes it 9-0 in favor of the Potters as Marquez scores the 9th run. 11 hits for the Potters now, and here's a guy with 3 of them, Cole Eaton. Walked in the first, singled in the third, drove in a run with a single in the 4th, drove in a run with a triple in the 6th. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound. The slow walk has started. I think we may get a pitching change, although it doesn't look like anybody's really ready to go because they're running out to warm up now. So it'd be kind of hard to bring in a pitcher, although the way this guy walks, he may be all warmed up by the time he gets to the mound. I don't know. But Riley, I think we're just going to stay here. In fact, let's go ahead and ask Lauren a question. Let's go ahead and put Lauren, because she has been out here. She's working hard today. Lauren, the intern. Lauren, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Well, fantastic. All of a sudden, I looked to my left when I started the game, and there you were. So fantastic. You do a great job up here, Lauren. But is it a little bit different perspective between me and the dynamic Riley, the engineer?
It is, yeah. I get a lot of this cross-table banter going on.
There's a lot of banter going on. We like to do a lot of banter. You stay there, Lauren. Don't move because we have got, well, not that you're going to move because you're doing the job right there. Here's Cole Eaton. As we said, 3 for 3. The meeting is over. Lauren, the intern, is with us. Number 3 in the rankings. That's line to left field. That is down for a base hit. That'll score 1. It'll score 2. It might score 3. They're going to send the 3rd one as well. Cut off by the shortstop. The throw in is going to be not happening. It's a 3-run double by Cole Eaton. He is 4 for 4, and the Potters now lead it 12-0. Eaton 4 for 4. 5 runs driven in, and Lauren, way to go. You're here for 1 pitch. Eaton delivers the bases-loaded double, and I think he's just going to take it easy. And this guy's having a game here.
Yeah, he's also a fellow Tennessee Vol.
Oh, that's a great call right there.
Yep.
I knew you'd get that in there, and I'm sure you get points when you go back to Knoxville. They probably go, oh, yeah, Lauren said it one time in a game in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Hudson Brown outside for a ball. So far, so good as far as the summer is concerned for Lauren?
Yeah, I'm having a good time here.
Everything it seems like you have a reasonable group of interns, except for this young lady who's taking your picture right now. Seems like everybody else is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, everyone gets along really well. It's a good group of people.
But if there's one guy we can talk about, it's probably Jason, huh?
Oh, Jason. Jason is a lot.
Yeah, see, I thought so. See, Raleigh, I know these things. I really do know these things. I could tell with Jason. But, yeah, University of Tennessee coming through with 4 hits today, 5 runs batted. I think he might have inside track on player of the game. Now, it's going to be tough for him because Perez was fantastic out there. But with the extra Tennessee nudge that you can give him from up here, I think he may get through.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see indeed. So what are you doing? What is your job up here? Because no one knows what I'm doing. So what are you doing?
I'm doing Point Streak, which is like the official scorekeeping of the game.
So if somebody's following along online, they're going to see what you're putting in there?
Yep. And then I'm also doing the Twitter updates.
Oh, boy. So that's way too much work for. Can't they get a person to help you? Get assistant intern or something? Because you're doing a lot of work up here.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm the one, I watch every pitch, so I know what's happening.
Yes,
so.
That's true. What happened right there?
It's a foul ball.
Very good. I think you should take over and do this next pitch.
Oh gosh.
No, oh gosh, you just you've been watching.
Right.
You're the Point Streak lady, so.
All right. Well, we got a full count right now.
Okay.
Hudson Brown's at the plate. Waiting for the pitch to come in. Here it goes. We got a fly ball. It's going out to center. Catches it. And who is that? Cole Eaton tags up. Goes to third. Loose ball, but does not go any further.
Perfect, and perfect. That is fantastic. That was Lauren, the intern. Tremendous job by you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Now, I think that my boss is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right. They want you to do Sean White, too.
Oh, I do Sean White, too?
I'm sorry. I'm getting this from the booth. It's not me.
You were just telling me.
I think you. Well, unfortunately, that's the end of your debut because here comes the slow-moving manager, and he's going to make a pitching change. So, in the bottom of the 7th, Potters lead at 12-0. Thank you, Lauren. We'll be back right after this.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
New pitcher is Carter Orman out of Colorado Mesa University. He is the 4th pitcher for the Fresno Waves. Primarily started in Casas, then Robles, and now Orman. And Carter will face Sean White with Cole Eaton at third base. 2 outs here in the inning, I believe. No, make that 1 out. It has been very confusing. Grounded to third, but it is a foul ball. Sean has flied to right. He has doubled. He has walked. He's into a double play, which he just hit the ball to shortstop way too hard. And that was turned 6-4-3. So 1 for 3 for Sean. Orman's pitch is high for a ball. Sean out of Georgia Southern University. So Jake Tandy is scheduled next, and Jake, I think, is in the on-deck circle. That is a good-looking pitch for a strike. Might be TJ. So it is TJ Oster on deck to bat for Jake Tandy. 1-2. Sean White is hit by the pitch. So he'll go down to first base, and here is TJ Oster batting for Jake Tandy. All Jake did was go 2 for 3 again with an RBI. So TJ out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the United States Air Force Academy will become the 8th batter in the inning for the Potters. He has runners at first and third. That's Eaton at third, and now Sean White over at first. Orman with the plate high for a ball, 1-0. Carter again out of Colorado Mesa University. Fresno has to say they've had 4 pitchers. Got another game tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Garay behind the plate. He's acquitted himself well back there when he was not being injured by foul balls. And it's 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way. Check swing. No, it's inside. Held up, so it's 3-0. (3-0) on the pinch hitter with Cade Parker to follow. And that is ball 4. So TJ didn't get much to hit there in the pinch hitting appearance. He is at first base. Cade Parker comes up here with the bases loaded. Cade has struck out, fly to left, fly to right, and grounded to second. So the 9th batter in the inning looking for his first hit of the game. Potters have 4 runs on 3 hits in the inning already. Garay goes out to talk to Carter Orman. Maynard, Logan, Robinette, and DeMaria on the infield. Paxton, Ishida, and Snodgrass in the outfield for the Fresno A's. Inside with a fastball to Cade Parker. Cade comes to us from Panama City Beach, Florida, and also Georgia Southern University. Oster at first, White at second. Eaton still over at third. Line drive foul down the left field line. Just got ahead of that one a little bit. Cade hits it solidly. But it ends up being 1-1. Paxton deep in left field for Parker. Just 3:14 down the lines in left and right here at McBean Stadium. One high fastball and call strike 2. I don't know if it was a call or if he swung, but it's 1-2. Micah Marquez, who came on to run for Luke Mancy in the on-deck circle. 1-2 coming up. Parker chops it out towards shortstop. Second for 1. They're not going to get first as Cade Parker beats it out. The ball gets away, and here comes a second run for the Potters on the throwing error at first base. So it's a fielder's choice for Parker. Eaton scores, and then White comes around to score. Oster is retired at second base. Well, here's Micah Marquez up for his first at bat. He started out the inning as a pinch runner for Luke Mancy. So it is an RBI for Parker. And Micah Marquez fouls it off. So it's 0-1 on Micah. As we said, St. Helena, California. Not decided on his college yet. He's a pitcher. He's an infielder. He does it all here. Probably played outfield as well for the Potters. And he is the 10th batter in the inning. Swings and misses at a high fastball. 0-2 now on Micah Marquez. He thought about that. He says, I'm just going to run this inning. I didn't know I was going to bat. That's fouled back again by Micah. A couple of great performances tonight. Aiden Perez went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, no runs, struck out 7. Cole Eaton is 4 for 4 and has driven in 5 runs for the Potters tonight. So those are your 2 leading candidates, I would say, for player of the game. And one of them went to Tennessee, so you know where Lauren's boat is. Swing and a miss, and Marquez is out on strikes. Potters score 6 times. We go to the 8th inning. They're up 14-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of the 8th inning, Potters score 6 times in the 7th. They lead it 14-0. Tyler Moore will come out for his 2nd inning of work. As we said, Aiden Perez was fantastic tonight. 6 innings, 5 hits. Walked 1, hit 1, struck out 7. His line for the summer, 9 innings and 1 run and 12 strikeouts and 3 walks. So that's pretty good for Aiden Perez out of Cal State Northridge. And Tyler Moore from American River College came on in the 7th inning, walked the first batter he saw, then he struck out Logan and got Paxton to hit into a 4-6-3 double play. So he was in and out quickly, and now he's at the top of the 8th inning with Cade Snodgrass, Logan Kelly. Actually, that will be Ishida. Satoru Ishida will be up 2nd, and then Parker Cristal. So here is Snodgrass. He has struck out twice. He is into a fielder's choice, so he is 0 for 3, Cade Snodgrass, out of Colorado State University at Pueblo. Learning a lot about Colorado State universities in this series. 2 of them 1-0. Fastball's in there from Tyler Moore. Evens it up at 1 ball and a 1 strike. We also discovered Regis University tonight, so that was a plus with Reggie the Ranger as their mascot. Foul back to the screen. Good cut by Snodgrass, but he's down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the California State University at Pueblo, different from Colorado State University at Fort Collins. The Pueblo one is the Thunder Wolves. Is that what it was, Riley? I think that's what they said. I don't really know what that is. That's inside. A wolf that only comes out in the thunder, that doesn't really, I need some reasoning here. I need some wherewithal. Colorado State University, Fort Collins just goes with the Rams. It's the mountains, there's Rams. It's easy. 2-2 pitch is fouled off again by Snodgrass, so he is pesky in there. As the ball rolls down the right field line, and finally one of the Potters in the bullpen goes, I'll go pick it up. That guy could never be an intern. He doesn't have to get up and go. Here's the 2-2 from Luke. Swung on and missed. The off-speed pitch got him swinging on the outside corner. Second strikeout for Tyler Moore, one down here in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Sutaro Ishida. He's out of Erkheimer Community College. He came on when Logan Kelly had to leave the game in the 3rd after being hit by a pitch. And Ishida came on in the 5th and struck out, so he is 0 for 1 in this one. Kelly was 0 for 1 while I was in there. It's that one sharply to left to shortstop. Johnson can't make the play, and he's going to be safe at first base. So Ishida is on, and that'll bring up Chris Dahl. 6th hit in the game for the A's, and the 50-50 winner donates all his winnings back. So that's why I never enter those things, because I wouldn't be able to do that. And that's what you're supposed to do if you're cool. And I just go, yeah, okay, and I just put the money in my pocket because I won it. That's a line drive over second base into right field for a base hit. Marquez took a look at it at second like he thought about maybe like making a leap, but 2 hits in a row there for the A's off of Tyler Moore here. And here's DeMaria. He has popped out and struck out twice looking, so he is 0 for 3. His first time up against Tyler Moore here. As the A's have something going here in the 8th inning after the opening strikeout. At the chopper out towards second base. Marquez he's going to just go to first and get the out at first base. And making the tag for sure over there for the Potters is Hudson Brown. Moves the runners up, second and third. And that will bring up Bryce Robinette, who is a double and a single and a flyout in this one. He's made really good contact, especially with the single and the flyout. The double was sun-aided back in the 2nd inning. Morris, first pitch, he went around on a breaking ball outside. 0-1 on Robinette. Bryce up here with a chance for a couple of runs. Lines that one into center, but Marquez makes a diving catch and makes the play. Marquez to his right, catches the ball on the slide and saves 2 runs for the Potters. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They're on top, 14-0.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Potters are going to send up a pinch hitter here. Carson Pearson making his appearance from the University of Washington. He takes that one on the outside corner for a strike out of Dublin, California. Batting for Cole Dillon. Parker Cristal has moved in on the pitcher's mound for the A's, the 5th pitcher for Fresno. That is inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Pearson. Carson leading off here in the 8th inning. Cole Dillon had a pair of hits, including a home run back in the 5th. Pearson fouls that one back to the screen. Cole flied to center, walked, hit a home run, and singled. Scored 3 runs on the day and drove in 1. So a good day for Cole Dillon. But he was only the second best Cole out here, as Cole Eaton is 4 for 4 and has driven in 5. So the Cole is doing some work today. One 2 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside from Cristal. Parker from Wabash Valley College. The DH today for the A's, who will play the Potters again tomorrow starting at 6:35 right here at McBean Stadium. Happy hour starts as soon as the gates open at 5:30 till the first pitch at 6:35, and sometimes it's late. Inside, Pearson now works the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, opening up the bottom of the 8th inning. The pinch hitter, Pearson, fouls it back. Stays 3-2. I think that's Tony from the bat spinning race behind home plate, and he's still spinning. He had something up on the ledge there, and it got knocked off and everything. And he's just having a good time. Anybody that spins it, you're supposed to spin at 7. I think he spun at 17, so that's pretty good. Cristal ready with a 3-2. It's a little outside, ball 4. So Pearson in his debut walks. He's down at first base, and here's Will Lindbergh, who came on and hit for Tyler Antwine back in the 7th inning, got a base on balls. Left-handed hitter out of Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. Fastball in there for a strike. 87 from Cristal, right down the middle. And it's 0-1. Coming up. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Top of the order is Hassani Johnson. He is on deck. Short lead at first base by Pearson. Cristal's going to step off the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little activity in the Potters bullpen as well here. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Cristal. 1-2 now. That one in there at 86. 1-2 pitch. Hit down to third base, handled at third, over to second, got one over to first, not in time, but nice job at third base by Maynard to get that one down to second. Robinette made the turn, but not in time at first base. It's a fielder's choice. And Lindbergh is at first base, and here's Hassani Johnson. Johnson flied to left in the first, struck out in the third, then singled in the fourth, reached an error in the sixth and scored, and then singled in a run in the seventh. So he scored 3 times. He has 2 hits. And he is up here as Garay is going to go out and talk to Cristal on the mound before Hassani Johnson steps in out of Franklin High School down in Elk Grove and University of Louisiana Monroe. And we are just about ready to go here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 out now for the Potters. Cole Eaton is scheduled to be on deck, but I think there's a pinch hitter over there. We'll get Riley on that. Johnson takes that one just a little bit high and inside. 1-0 on Hassani. 2 for 5 with 3 runs scored and a run driven in. Like Trip Garish has taken over in the on-deck circle for Cole Eaton. That is also high, 2-0. It's going to call a strike on the corner inside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike on Hassani. Hits that one sharply to the right second. That's in the right center field for a base hit, rounding second. And heading for third is Lindbergh. He'll make it easily. It's a solid single for Johnson, his 3rd hit of the game. And the Potters have runners at first and third with just 1 out here in the 8th, and Trip Garish coming to the plate. 13th hit for the Potters. Garish will take over for Cole Eaton, who walked in the first. Then he was 4 for 4. Scored twice and drove in 5. Single, triple, double for Cole Eaton. So a tremendous game for the University of Tennessee product out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and he's replaced by Trip Garish here from Belmont, California, United States Air Force Academy. He's got runners at first and third with just 1 out here. That is in there for a strike, and off-speed pitch from Cristal. Stepping up is Cristal. Oh and 1 on Trip. That's down low for a ball. Garay is all over it. Evens the count at 1-1 on Trip. Trip was 0 for 2 in the game on Sunday. Here's the 1-1 from Cristal. Rocking around a lot out there on the mound in the stretch. Just misses the outside corner, and he looks up to the sky. 2-1. Looks like Nolan Thebe has come out on deck. That's fouled out of play, 2-2 on Trip Garish. I thought there might have been a different first baseman in that last half inning. It was Nolan Thebe, number 38, so he is batting in Hudson Brown's spot. He took over for Hudson out at first base. 2-2 now. Breaking ball call, strike 3. Garish is out on strikes. 2 outs here in the inning, and that will bring up Nolan Thebe. The first baseman out of William Jessup in Wilsonville, Oregon, Nolan Thebe. And yes, he usually is a pitcher, and the umpire said, "Are you sure you're the batter?" He said, yeah, I think I'm the batter. And the umpire thought enough of it to turn around and tell us, hey, this guy's the batter. Like he didn't believe it. I believed it right away. Willie told me a long time ago. He's up here with 2 outs. He's got 2 on. He could pick up conceivably an RBI. A right-handed hitting pitcher. 6'4", 230 pounds. Takes that one inside off-speed pitch. Gray smothers it. Keeps it in front of him, so it's 1-0. I think Elijah's going to have a nice soak tonight. He has really been working hard behind home plate. Blocking balls, whether with his body or with his glove. One 1-0. A lot of crowd participation in Nolan's at bat. I like that. I feel like he's a man of the people, I guess. Fastball, good-looking pitch from Cristal. 87 miles an hour on the corner to even the count up 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. High fastball, 2-1. Potters with first and third have not scored here in the 8th inning. Started off with a walk, then a fielder's choice, a single, a strikeout of the pinch hitter Trip Garish. And a 2-1 count now on Nolan Thebe. Swings and misses at that one. Two and 2 now on Nolan. Cristal, the 5th pitcher for the A's, comes set. Inside and high, ball 3. Sean White, the next scheduled hitter for the Potters. Three-two pitch coming up from Cristal. That's high. Oh, call strike 3. Thebe good-naturedly walks back to the dugout. No runs for the Potters. They leave a couple. We go to the top of the 9th. Potters 14, A's nothing.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the ninth inning from Potterville, otherwise known as McBean Stadium. Potters up big 14-0 on the A's. Ken Blankenship will come on to try to close this one out for the Potters. Perez went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, walked 2, struck out 7. Then Tyler Moore, 2 innings, 2 hits, struck out 2, walked 1. And now Ken Blankenship will be the third pitcher. He is out of Lodi, California, and Sacramento City College at 6'2". And he will face the bottom three in the order, Jacob Maynor and Elijah Garay and Hunter Logan for the Fresno A's. If we don't have pinch hitters and that kind of stuff, but Maynor is coming up to the plate. He has lined out twice and grounded to third, so Jacob is over 3. He made some good contact. Out of Coalinga College, playing at third base for the A's in this one. Fresno back in town tomorrow at 6:35 for the second of this 2-game series. Gates open at 5:30. Tickets and information, LincolnPotters.com. Swing and a miss from Blankenship at 90 miles an hour. Oh, one pitch is 1-1 now on Jacob Maynor. Gray to follow. One pitch. What a fastball right on the outside corner at 90, and Blankenship's ahead 1-2. So Perez and Moore went 8 innings, 7 hits, and they struck out 9. And now Blankenship. Swing and a miss. Maynor's out on strikes. 1 out here. One out, and here's Elijah Garay, who was popped to first, singled and walked. So Elijah's 1 for 2 today. Down low for a ball, 1-0. So Garay, 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss by Garay, 1-1. Garay thinking about that one. And he is back in with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Blankenship throws the breaking ball, gets the call. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Garay. One and 2 on Ken Blankenship. Fastball from Blankenship just down low for a ball, 2-2. The crowd wants strike 3, did not get strike 3. Hunter Logan scheduled next, the number 9 hitter for the Fresno A's. Breaking ball, call strike 3. So Blankenship with a couple of strikeouts, and he's only faced 2 batters, so that's pretty good. Here's Hunter Logan. He struck out, flied to center, and hit into a fielder's choice. 11 strikeouts for the Potters now. So Logan stepping in here. Logan 0 for 3 right now, and Blankenship trying to get 3 in a row, and he sails the fastball in on Hunter Logan. 1 ball and no strikes on the shortstop. Out of Valley City State University. Breaking ball misses inside, 2-0. Throw goes over the head of Blankenship, and Marquez comes in, smoothly fields it, and flips it back to the pitcher. So we'll go again at 2-0. Reminder, post-game wrap after this short break, and then we'll bring you the post-game wrap brought to you by Friends of McBean, including the Old Town Pizza Player of the Game, and it's a very hotly contested race right now outside from Blankenship 3-0. There are two major contenders, and they are both bringing strong cases to the table. Lauren is going one way. I'm kind of going a different way. Swing and a miss on the 3-0 pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Will Paxton would be next if Logan reaches base, the leadoff hitter. That's fouled off, so now we're down to where the last strike guy would be here, but he is retired and gone off to live, I think, in Hawaii or something. The lucrative last strike guy merchandise kind of just financed that move. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Blankenship from the stretch. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that's your ball game. 3 strikeouts for Blankenship, capping a tremendous pitching performance from 3 different Potters. Our final score, Potters 14 and the A's nothing. We're back with the Potters postgame right for this on the Stones Radio Networks.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Welcome back to McBean Stadium. Great game by the Potters. They won this one 14-0. Our post-game show is brought to you by Friends of McBean, friendsofmcbean.org, trying to raise money for a new scoreboard here at McBean Stadium. If you notice, we don't show the scoreboard very often because it's never right. So we need a new scoreboard. So join in. You can scan the QR code right there and donate or something. I don't understand it, but that's what we're doing with the Friends of McBean. A great win for the Potters tonight. They come back, they win. They extend their record to 13-1. Started off slow, just nothing through the first 2 innings, then 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and then 6 in the seventh. A couple of big performances. Let's look at the pitching staff first. We've got Aiden Perez, Tyler Moore, and Ken Blankenship combined for 9 innings, 7 hits, 3 base on balls, 1 hit batter, and 12 strikeouts. So the win goes to Aiden Perez, 6 innings, 5 hits, and 7 of those strikeouts. So great job by the Potters pitching. But our player of the game, our Old Town Pizza player of the game, has got to go to Cole Eaton from the University of Tennessee. And sort of in honor of Lauren being with us today, but Cole walked his first time, then singled, tripled, and doubled. His double was a 3-run double back in the 7th, and he drove in 5 runs. So he's 4 for 4 with 5 runs driven in, and he scored 2. So Cole Eaton is our Old Town Pizza player of the game. Tomorrow, 6:35, we're back out here. I don't think Riley's going to be here. I think he's too tired from today, so maybe we'll get the great Chris Toy out here. But we'll be out here at 6:35. Gates open at 5:30. You can check us out here on Stones Radio Network. 6:35 first pitch against the Fresno A's. The Potters will try to pile another win on and improve their record to 14-1. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Riley the engineer, Willie Preston, Carson, Brian the other guy, and especially our player of the night, Lauren the intern, we say good night from McBean Stadium. We'll talk to you next time.